Welcome back, guys, to the Andrew Delich podcast. I'm here for the third time. Simba, thanks for coming on, man.
Yes,
So, I mean,
sir.
like I said, we're just going to talk about everything. I mean, I have topics I want to address, but like at the end of the day, we're fucking going free for all. So I've been seeing your content, man. You've been hitting the gym more, huh?
Got to.
Huh?
Yeah.
Well, what's your goal? Like, do you want to get bigger? Or like, what do you want to get?
Man, that was my goal, I feel. I wanted about 30 pounds heavier than I was at the time.
By the time you're already muscular.
Man, I don't know. I was kind of scared. I was doing modeling shows, bro. Like, I wasn't that big.
But you were muscular. Like, you were lean.
Very lean.
Yeah, okay,
Very
exactly.
lean.
Yeah.
I was 150.
Yeah.
150 is...
Jesus.
That's lean. It's very small.
Yeah.
Like,
How tall are you?
5'10".
5'10", okay.
Yeah, so
Well,
150 is
yeah.
kind of,
Yeah.
I wasn't big, but I wanted like 175, 180. I hit that last month. I went hard. So now I'm just, I don't know. I'm just, sometimes I'm at the gym. Yeah, because like I don't really have a goal anymore. So I'll be at the gym thinking like, what am I even, I guess I'm just maintaining, just here for the vibes.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. When I started off working out, I think I'm like 6'2", 6'3", and when I started, I was like 155. I was like really skinny, like soccer player skinny.
Yeah.
Like only cardio, a bit of leg muscles because you play soccer, but like up, nothing, bro. Oh, skinny as hell. And then I was like, okay, I just want to get in shape. Like I saw the movie King Arthur, Charlie
Okay.
Hunnam, and then bro, he was in hella shape. And I found I was like, yo, bro, I want to get in shape. Like it's cool, you feel better and everything.
Yeah.
And then I reached like now I'm 180 at my height, so I'm still skinny, but I don't mind. So I'm like maintaining it. But I found, to be honest, I found the process funner than just maintaining it now.
Obviously, yeah, it's about the journey, man. It's
You know what I
getting
mean?
there. Yeah. Like I think the first 10 years I was going to the gym was just, it wasn't really about the physique. It was just about hitting the gym.
Yeah.
Just being there, processing emotions, like getting into a routine, building discipline. And I think if you enjoy the gym 100%, you're going to make it further than someone that just wants to lose weight or, get the abs.
I feel like you have to love doing the action of hitting the gym.
Takes you further, 100%.
Because in your mind, if it's just if it's simply, oh, you know what, I want to get more chicks. First of all, that doesn't bring more chicks. But if your goal is you want to get more chicks, I feel like you're gonna give up because you're not gonna have real like something that will truly put you disciplined to go to the gym, or like simply something that's like not that's surface level. It has to be like deeper.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it has to be like, yo, it actually makes me feel better mentally going to the gym.
Loving the process. The process. That's what it's all about.
Like for me, the gym, it's more for the mental aspect now than for like the physical aspect.
100%. I was reading something about how like whenever you hit the gym, like starting from like the 50 pounds and up are always assembled correctly. They're always in the right order.
Mm-hmm.
And if you go 40 pounds and lower, it's always. I think it speaks to the level of discipline that people have once they get to that weight class.
Yeah,
They always put it back clean every time, and then when you look at the 10s and the 15, it's all misplaced, and I definitely think it's something that builds so much within you aside from the muscle.
Of course, bro. The discipline of when you don't feel like fucking hitting the gym because you slept poorly or whatever, bro. Sometimes you're like, fuck.
Yeah. And let me tell you, man, like I used to, I've always been like kind of hitting the gym. I was the kind of guy like, I started very young, like let's say 13, 14.
To work out?
Yeah, but it wasn't like it was plyos at the time. So it was
push-ups and shit.
Yeah, stuff like that. But I'd be in the gym, right?
Yeah.
But I was never like super consistent. So I'd go like, let's say a couple months, I'd go 3 times a week, and then I'd stop for like 2 months. And then I'd go a month, and then I'd stop for, I spent like 10 years like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
On and off.
On and off, just, when
like 90% of human beings who go to the gym.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then I realized like once, like, because like this year has been like the most consistent I've ever been.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been seeing that, yeah.
And I think like once you get to that level, you start seeing things differently, I feel, and you start appreciating discipline within other people as well. I think it definitely changed how I see other people who like I would consider dating, who not necessarily that they have to be in the gym, but I think it brings a certain lifestyle that you come to value a lot.
Of course. Everything around it, man. Nutrition or
For sure,
hitting the gym every single time and just doing what has to get done. Like, Of course, like
Yeah,
of
you
course.
still do the fasting. I remember you used to fast a lot at the
Less
start.
now.
Less.
Less now. You know why? Because I had a shout out Aaron Jeffrey. He's like a MMA fighter.
Mm.
He's still professional, but he had an injury and he's not yet sure because the injury he had is like in your eyes you have like a retina.
Yeah.
And it can detach.
Yeah.
So you can lose eyesight from one eye or both eyes if both of them detach. And he had an injury where one in his eye got detached. And legally speaking, in North America, you cannot fight professionally in the MMA if you're one eye blind.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I
yeah.
didn't know that.
There's only places like in Abu Dhabi, Dubai, where they don't give a fuck. If you're one eye blind, you can
just
fight.
go, yeah.
Yeah, they don't give a shit. But in North America, you're not allowed. So that's why, like, he's out, he's not out, he's still 33, 34, so in his prime. We don't know what's gonna happen, but he's a nutritionist. He has like a degree in nutrition, and he's like hella in shape. Like he's big. He's like 6'2", 205, but like lean as hell, like lean as fuck. Then I was speaking with him on my podcast, and I asked him, advice on nutrition and just working out. And I asked him about fasting. He's like, "Oh, yo, that's a fucking like. It's just because of social media now, whatever." He's like, "It's not that big as people make it out to be." When he told me that, and I was like, you know what? Let me try maybe another route, because what I was doing was, if I was gonna fast, I would fast a lot. I would do like, let's say 18-hour fast, right? Only water.
Jesus.
But then the 6 hours where I wouldn't fast, I would eat like an animal. So I wouldn't necessarily,
okay.
because after 18 hours, you're fucking hungry like an animal.
Yeah, so it'd be the same calorie intake on a daily basis.
Exactly. Not only that is the difference. Let's say if you have one big meal in a day, but if it's really a fucked up big meal, it's gonna hurt your stomach. You're not even gonna be able to walk after. But then he told me, like, why not just have like 3-4 meals? But it's small meals. They keep you fueled up, and they never make you bloated or your stomach hurts.
I don't like that.
What don't you like?
Man, because I hear that a lot, but for me, it's you're spending the entire day eating. I don't know how people eat 3 meals a day. I don't get it.
That's a lot. Yeah, I eat 2 meals now.
Yeah,
2
and
meals.
I like you said, I like to, I'll stuff my face twice. I'll feel bloated. It's not comfortable. Yeah, but
okay.
I'd rather do that than add a third meal to my day, man. I don't have time to be eating like that all the time. Like,
okay, but how did you gain 30 pounds of muscle then? That's a lot, man.
like it's very simple. Like, honestly, I expected it to be a lot harder than it actually was for me. Like, because I had been trying to gain weight for a long time, but the only
you have a
thing,
fast metabolism, huh?
Yeah, it's very hard for me. But the only thing I changed is I just added basically like a heavy breakfast. I used to be like light breakfast, and then I'd try to eat like a lot at supper.
Yeah.
And then I realized, let me, like, the same amount I'm eating at supper, I'm just going to add that to my breakfast. So super heavy breakfast, super heavy supper, 2 big meals a day, and over like a couple months, it just did it.
Really?
Enough, yeah.
Huh. What did you eat for breakfast?
So it's the same thing every day. It's like 3 eggs, 5 slices of cheese, oatmeal.
Okay, that's
2
good.
hash browns.
Yeah.
A banana.
So a lot of complex carbs.
Yeah.
Yeah, good carbs, yeah.
Good carbs, but what is it called? Potassium from the banana, and fiber from the oatmeal. And that's it. Really simple. It's heavy. Like, like a lot of times I'd be like, you're force feeding the last couple bites, but then you're at the gym, you have the energy. Feels good to me. It works.
That's one thing I don't like breakfast. I hate breakfast.
I'm the same. I don't like
it. Really? Okay.
Yeah, I hate it. That's why I never really ate breakfast.
Yeah, of course. But I don't like breakfast because I feel like, let's say you say you force feed your last bites, right? How do you go on with your day after?
So I hit the gym right after. So like, I'll give myself like 30 minutes to just like lay there half dead because I'm bloated. And as soon as it dissipates a little bit, I'm in the gym.
Okay.
And then by the time, I'm done with the workout, then I can start my day. And because my breakfast was so heavy, I won't be hungry until like 8 p.m. So it gives me like a huge block of like, you name like 8 hours, 8-10 hours where I don't have to snack. I don't have to, and I still gain the weight.
Yeah. What time do you wake up around?
Like 7, 8.
Okay, kind of early.
And then the breakfast is big, so it takes me a while to cook it. So then I'll be at the gym by 10, and then back home by 11 noon, and then get to work. I can work on my own time, thankfully. So like I'll be working
lucky,
until.
Man, No, that's fine.
So I'll be working until like 9 p.m. And at 9 p.m. I'll eat the last big meal, watch a movie, go to bed, do it again tomorrow.
Yeah, no, me ideally how I prefer is when I wake up, I don't eat. I don't care. I'm not gonna eat. But I'll have coffee. I love coffee. So I'll have coffee. I'll have coffee around like, if I work from 9 to 5, I'll have coffee at like 9:30, 10. Then that will keep me until 2 p.m., let's say. 1:30, 2.
Bro, the coffee keeps you until 2 p.m.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Jesus, you're still fasting. Yo,
Yeah.
'cause at that point, 2 p.m., you haven't eaten in like 15 hours.
Yeah, exactly.
Jesus.
So at 2 p.m., then around 1:30, 2, I'll eat something really good. Like, let's say, salad with chicken, beef, whatever, eggs, or whatever it can be. And then that will give me fuel. Then I'll hit the gym when I finish work at like 5. So I'll hit the gym at like 5:36. I'll hit the gym. And then when I get back from the gym, of course, take my shower and everything. And then I'll eat again. So around, if I hit the gym at 6, I'll be out of there 7. 7:30, I'm home. So at 8 again.
Wait, so what time you at the gym, you said? 6?
6? Yeah.
That is crazy. You're peak time, like,
Yeah, I know.
DJ
I know.
hour. Like,
I hate it. I hate it. It's the worst fuck. Before when I was a student and a part-time bartender, I would hit the gym first thing when I wake up. I wake up, I go to the gym immediately. That's what I prefer. That's my ideal. Like now when I don't work on weekends, I hit the gym. I wake up, get my stuff ready, whatever. I hit the gym. That's my ideal. But working at 9, if I want to do it, I got to wake up at like fucking 6:30.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't do it. Well, that's too early for me, bro. Fuck that. Yeah, I did it for like a couple of days. Like I wanted to like reboot my sleep cycle with, you know how Andrew Huberman said like you only need 3 days of suffering and then your sleep cycle
resets. Yeah.
resets exactly. So I wanted to do that. Then I did it for 3 days. First of all, those 3 days were the worst days because
hell, yeah,
bro, it's like hell. And he said it's gonna be hell. But after that, you're good. But I do it. And then let's say a Friday night I'll go out and then it's gonna fuck it up again.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So I tried it, but still like altogether I'm like, yo, let me just hit the gym after work.
Fair.
That's why. Yeah.
You know, I find I got to a point where I've done the same routine for so long because it's been like ever since I came back in town, right? So let's say from like starting from like November up until now, which is like a stretch of like, I don't know, 8 months, whatever.
Yeah, you came back in November, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you came back from Toronto. Where were you?
I was around. So at the time, I was obviously I work in Toronto, so I spent a lot of time there.
Exactly. Yeah.
But I was also dating someone in Montreal, so I was in Montreal quite as much. And then I came here, ended all of it, and then it's just since November I've been living in Gatineau. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So, are you still with the girl from Montreal? Oh, yeah, and Toronto. What about Toronto? Do you go from time to time?
Yes, I work there. I got to.
Yeah.
Got to go, and man, it's getting to me. It's getting to me.
Bro,
I feel like
Toronto is still like 5 hours, 5 hours and a half.
Yeah.
Still a lot, man.
Yeah. My body's starting to feel it. You know, I think that's why I really went for this internship, like production internship, because I felt like, man, like, you know, like doing commercials and whatnot. It's fun. It's a fun job.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna lie. It's a fun job to have, but it's if it's not gonna push me to the next level, I can't
keep
stay
doing
in
it.
there my entire life.
You have to level up, of course.
Yeah. Not because it's not enough money. Not because like it's just because like it's the toll it's taken on my body to like drive back and forth all the time.
Yeah.
Jesus, brother.
You did some big commercials though, bro. That's kind of crazy. Like
I did it all, man.
you did a lot
All of
of
it.
bro. You did. I remember watching the Super Bowl like with Neil and H and Bianca, I think. And then, bro, I watching the Super Bowl, and then I see you on TV, but they're just acting normal because they knew that you were gonna appear. I see, I'm like, yo, what the fuck? That's Simba. Like, I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That was crazy during the Super Bowl. I'm like, yo, that's Simba. They're like, yeah, well, like they knew about it, but I didn't know you were gonna appear. I think it was for like a restaurant or.
I don't know.
You did
I did Super Bowl. I did the NBA Finals. I did all of it.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's a lot of visibility.
But sometimes I get calls from brands, and like I ask myself, why would they even want me on there? Because like I've already did a commercial with their competitors, and it's like I feel it's such a weird space now.
Really?
Yeah, I did Budweiser and Bud Light. How does that? I don't know.
I don't know, man. Yo.
Not my problem.
No, you don't give a fuck. You get
But
paid, bro.
to me, I don't understand. It doesn't compute to me. Like, and the Bud Light one was in the NBA Finals. Like, I feel the target audience have seen it, and then now you have me on the other one. I don't know. Hey, not my problem. Give me
Hey, it's
the money.
visibility. It's money, bro.
It's
Fuck.
money. Yeah.
What's your favorite thing to do in your career? Like commercials, TV shows. What's your favorite thing?
Obviously, like narrative work like deep narrative work is more meaningful. I feel some roles you'll do them, or you sometimes you just read the script and you can feel how like um culture, society, you name it, they you sometimes you can feel how they need to hear that message.
Hmm.
So when you do it, you feel like you're actually doing a service to the culture, to society, to me that is meaningful work, and I feel that's where I feel the most fulfilled, right?
Yeah.
So commercials are fun, but there is a certain like it's corporate, it's money. It's just there's a hollowness to it. I
Mm-hmm.
feel so definitely like I like to dissect strong work, strong scripts, strong, and the acting is fun. It's definitely fun.
Yeah.
Like just being on the set between action and cut is fun, but a lot of it becomes it's a lot of self expression and it comes to a point where it's natural. I feel you kind of once you hear action, you go on autopilot a little bit because you've done the work before.
Mm-hmm.
But I've found that doing the work before has been more stimulating
because it's new to you. But now you did it so
Yeah.
many times, it's like
yeah. By the time
Yeah.
you hear action, you've repeated that scene 50 times, right?
okay,
100
yeah.
times. So like
Really,
it's
yeah.
it's autopilot a little
Mhm.
bit, with a little obviously like if you've never done it with the other actor, like then you're responding to what they're doing, so you're
Mhm.
kind of there. But I feel developing your character's psychology is the best for me. That's what I like.
Yeah, and in commercials, it's not
You don't
really a
have that, bro,
character.
you don't have that. It's
Yeah.
and my roles like it's the same thing all the time. It's like I'm either like the young bachelor like at a restaurant or drinking alcohol, or I'm like the young dad with the little light skinned baby. Like
Because it's gotta be a white mom and a
a
black
white
dad.
mom and a black dad. You gotta have that inclusion in it. So it's but it's the same thing. It's on repeat, right?
Yeah.
Over I don't know how many I've done to this day. Like it's
Yeah. How is it being on set? Like I always imagine, because whenever I love movies, right? So whenever I see movies, I'm like, it's gotta be so cool being an actor, bro. Like, how is it being on set?
man, it is a cool job. I ain't gonna lie.
Yo, bro,
It is
and
a
I ain't
cool
gonna lie,
job,
bro.
man.
Yo, your job, like, I'm a car salesman out 40 hours a week. Like, you can complain all you want for your job, commercials, this, that, whatever. Your job is still kind of fucking cool, bro.
It is a cool job.
You know what I mean, bro?
Yeah, I like it. I can't complain. Like being on set is fun. It is fun. It's different people, interesting people all the time, and you have a lot of time to, especially as an actor, you have a lot of time to talk to people. 'Cause
Okay.
if you're on set for 12 hours, you're gonna be acting maybe 2, right? So you have a 2, 3, 4 hours in wardrobe and
Okay.
makeup, and
Hair and
whatnot.
whatever.
But even then, you're doing hair. You're talking to the hairstylist. You're doing makeup. You're talking to the makeup.
And you're just
artist.
sitting there.
You're just sitting there.
Yeah,
right? So you get to hear a lot of stories. You get to talk to a lot of people. You get to meet so many people, and it's interesting people. People in this industry are all interesting. It's not your regular.
They're artists.
Yeah, they're artists.
Yeah.
All of them. So it's interesting. It's very stimulating. It's very interesting. It's if you're a social person, it really like takes you to nice places. And for me, I don't travel a lot with work, but there is a level you can get to where you travel a lot too.
Mm-hmm.
You go around the globe shooting movies everywhere, and that to me is what I aspire to get to. I feel like it's the only thing I'm missing to have this be perfect.
Oh, bro.
You know?
That'll be fucking
You let me travel with it.
insane,
Done.
bro.
Done.
But you traveled. Didn't you go to like Mexico or
Yeah.
somewhere for a commercial? How was that? That gotta be really fucking cool, man.
Life changing, honestly, life changing.
Bro, if someone wants to tell me, you know what, we're gonna pay your trip, we're gonna whatever, blah blah blah, this is this, so you can level up your career, like for a podcast with like, let's say LeBron James in LA,
Yeah.
bro, like come on, man.
Yeah,
You know what I
man.
mean?
Like they give you money every day. You get a 300 per diem. So they just put you in a hotel for a week. You're shooting maybe 1 or 2 days out of the week.
Okay.
So you have 5 days of free vacation,
Huh.
and you get money in your pocket every morning.
Jesus.
So every morning I'd go downstairs, and someone would meet me in the hall with a little envelope, and it'd be $300 in it. Here, have fun for the day. And then because I was there with 5 other actors, so
Uh-huh.
we'd just go out. You have all day. It's been, and it was like perfect weather the entire week. 30 degrees, sunny every single day.
Which city?
Mexico City, like
Mexico City, okay, the capital.
downtown, right
Yeah.
in there. Yeah, it was. It's not a resort, and I feel like that's what in before going there, anytime I would think about Mexico, I think about the resort.
Of course,
You
of
think
course.
about,
Yeah.
the
Cancun,
the beach and
getting
whatnot.
drunk on the beach.
Yeah, but then I realized being in the city, man, that's the experience.
Really?
With the people, it's different. It is complete. Man, you gotta go out there and just go to the random places and see it's different. But you've traveled.
I've traveled a lot. Yeah, I've been to Mexico. But what I would do with when I was younger, with my dad, my brother, is whenever we would go to a resort, we'd just be there to sleep and eat, and then of course go to the pool, whatever. But we would always go
Out
with
to
the
resort.
locals.
Yeah.
We would eat our food with the locals because the locals, when they make their tacos, street vendors, those tacos, first of all, are fucking bomb. They're fucking phenomenal.
I don't know how they do it, but
bro, they have it's corn. Like the bread, it's not like flour, it's corn. I don't know what they put in those fucking tacos, the cheese, the meat, I don't fucking know. But it's fucking phenomenal.
It's working.
Bro. It's something. And also, it's nice meeting those people, seeing different cultures, and you realize how we're all very similar in a way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I find one of the things I've realized over there was I find we're very similar in a sense, but we're also very different when it comes to lifestyle. I feel like the energy was so much like slower over there.
Of course,
everyone is just there isn't this pressure. There's a pressure in the air in North America to
of course
work and succeed. And
yeah.
If you go to the mall or you're in the street and you see people walk around, you see like people, they're working fast, they're walking towards something all the time. Everyone's focused and by themselves, and you go over there and it's just, man, people are just they don't give a fuck about
they
nothing,
don't give a fuck.
They're
bro.
just like everyone is sitting outside on a patio with a beer and they're just having fun with each other, talking, and it's so much. I think it's better in a sense for me.
I feel like you need a mix of both.
I agree. Yeah.
I feel like in life it's all about balance, right? I feel like you need a mix of both because of course if you want to be like the in North America just hustling 24/7, working 24/7 to make more money, and plus it's a job you fucking hate, but hey, you want more money because somehow you feel like you need more money to be better than the other person.
It never ends.
But at the end of the day, it's like, the story they always say, like the guy who met a guy on the beach who was laying there, he's like, oh, why don't you build a resort? Then the guy's like, why would I do that? Well, then you can build a resort, you can make money. And then it's like, okay, and then what? And then when you have the money, you can go on the beach and lay down and just enjoy. I was like, well, I'm already doing
that
this
right now, yeah.
You know what I mean?
100%.
So of course, but at the same time, I feel like you need a mix of both because sometimes you need a mentality and you just need like the mental strength. So you know what? I just don't give a fuck. Let me just lay here with my beer, have a nice fucking evening. And tomorrow I'll figure out the problem instead of losing fucking sleep for a problem that it's either you have a solution or you don't. You need a mix of both.
I've realized a lot of my life this year has been realizing that I need to have a mindset that is a lot more accepting of what is, because I feel like I've lived my entire life with like this goal, which is not a bad thing to have, goal and purpose and
of course,
whatnot, but if your head is constantly in the future all the time and you're kind of like just waiting for this thing, you're missing out on so much, and you're creating so much stress for yourself. And I feel like it's part of the reason I had like kind of a burnout last year, was just because like I had spent my entire 20s just kind of like projecting my life in the future and trying to get to this thing. And I've realized like, man, like it gets to a point where you're losing so much of the present being like that. And, I think you're right. I think we all need a little bit of both, but also think in a sense, I don't feel like working 50 weeks a year and then having those 2 weeks off to like travel to a resort it's not enough for me. It doesn't cut it. I don't understand how people survive off of this.
Yeah, I feel like the ideal is to do a job where you feel like every day you're fully like locked in and ambitious and purposed about it and passionate about it. I think that's number one. You have to be passionate about it. Yeah. It can be simply owning a bar. If you're passionate about serving drinks, owning a bar, even if you make like, let's say $50K a year, if you're passionate about it and every single day you wake up and you can't wait to go on with your day, that's what winning is actually. You know what I mean?
Dream. Yeah.
Like what's the point of having a job where you work 12 hours and then you sleep 8 hours, but those 12 hours you make a lot of fucking money, but you fucking hate it. Every single second of it, you feel like killing yourself. What's the point?
Yeah, but that's life. I think a lot of people don't have a choice. I think I'm very fortunate. Like a lot of people in my industry, I think they look at me and how long I've been there and the longevity and like they come at me asking for advice, thinking I have some kind of like
Secret potion.
but really like there are a lot of places I just got really lucky. I have a big family, very big family,
Okay.
very big family. I can never go homeless. Right?
Okay.
It doesn't matter how bad it goes. I could couch surf between 10 uncle and aunties until I die. Right? It's
There you
like it. Not everybody has that cushion to take risks in life that I've had. And I've had a lot of support too. Like it matters a lot. I think it matters a lot. And I think a lot of people, the way they live life, they don't really have a choice, man, to be out there and do the job they hate.
But I feel like you still have to give praise to yourself, because just the fact that you still kept going through, I mean, I've never been an actor or a model, but I know what I've heard is that rejection is a real bitch in that industry. Real fucking bitch.
I was looking at it a couple weeks ago. Do you know how many like self-tape audition I've sent on like one particular website? It's 3 websites.
That you use?
Yeah.
Okay.
But there's one of them in particular. Do you know how many self-tapes I've sent, brother? 1,200.
Jesus, yeah, you see, bro. Like, you gotta give praise to yourself, man. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't even know how I got there, but it's
you kept going. You never gave up.
Going. Yeah.
I think, of course, you are fortunate to have those family members that you can couch surf here and there. And then I don't know where they are, but I suppose they're in Canada, America. Yeah, mostly. So you say that's really, really good. But at the end of the day, you still said, you know what? I have this dream. Fuck it. I'm gonna keep going. You see, fucking how many 1,200 tapes you've sent on one site? So all together, you sent what, like close to 3,000?
Maybe not, because the other ones are not as active.
Okay,
but probably close to 2.
Well, that's fucking insane. You know what I mean,
man? I don't even.
Like, you forgot about it, bro.
I feel. Yeah, you forget. You get really good at forgetting about it.
Yeah.
Like, I've sent maybe 4 yesterday. You would ask me.
Oh, you sent 4 yesterday?
Yeah, and if you were to ask me what I sent, I don't remember.
Really?
Yeah, you get really good at doing it, and then just because if you start thinking about it, when you don't get it, it's a mental toll. If you acknowledge the rejection every time, it's a mental toll. You don't want to have that. So
it must kill you, bro.
Nah, you send it and you let it. It's gone.
Especially in an industry like yours, where I've heard that it's really cutthroat and it's really like you can get rejected and don't give a fuck on to the next one. It's really, really cutthroat. The rejection is really high. So, of course, imagine if you've sent, let's say you've sent 2,000 for a round number. And imagine every single audition you've sent, 2,000. Every single one, you're like obsessed. Oh, am I getting it? Am I getting it? 2,000, bro.
You quit. That's how people quit after
You'd kill yourself, bro.
Yeah. People, you can't do that.
You just have to do it. You do your best. You send it on to the next one.
Yeah. Anytime people like be talking to me about auditions, like the things they're auditioning for or things they've sent that they're hoping, I always tell them, let it go.
Mm-hmm.
I understand you want it. I'm sure you do. Let it go, man. Let it go. Don't think about it. Just let that shit go, because it's gonna break your dreams, man. People don't understand. Like, I've made some projects. I've participated in productions before.
Yeah.
Right. And I've made short films and whatnot. And like, people don't realize, like, once you get into the self-tape territory, like, let me tell you this. People, like, you're underestimating the sheer volume of tapes that the casting directors have at their hand. Like, you think maybe if they send you a self-tape, they'll have 25. No, they've got hundreds and hundreds of people.
Really?
Tapes. Yeah.
Okay.
So your little tape, in comparison, it doesn't even matter how well you do it. If they're watching 500 tapes a day, by tape 228, they're checked out. Right? They don't even. It's just faces and voices.
After 5 tapes, I wouldn't give a fuck anymore. I'm like, yo, give me the first guy. That's it.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I tell people, send it fast.
Yeah.
To be like in the first batch, and bro, forget about it, because you can't. It's not about. It's not so much about paying attention to details. Give what you have, trust that it's good and that it serves your spirit and your soul, and let it go, man. Because you're not beating the odds like that. It's just it's a lottery pick every time.
I feel like when it comes to stuff like that, like rejection, whatever, you should never take it personally, and it should never affect your self-worth. You shouldn't give a fuck, because I've heard many recruiters say that when they get many CVs, resumes, or audition tapes, whatever, they take half, they throw it in the garbage, and then they look at half. So they don't even know. Maybe in that half,
That's crazy.
maybe in that one half, there's a next fucking Christian Bale.
Absolutely.
They don't give a fuck.
You're
they don't
never
have the
gonna know.
time. You don't have the time to fucking look
You
at
can't.
1,000 fucking audition tapes. Are you crazy? We gotta get shit going. We got things to do one day after the other. Time goes by fast. We're gonna look at 1,000 audition tapes. Nah.
Absolutely.
We're gonna look at 500. There's gonna be one good, and that's it.
And let me tell you, man, what actually changed my mind a lot about this. The moment I changed my whole mindset on this whole sending self-tapes things is when I produced my short film.
Okay.
So I had to send the casting notice to casting directors and then receive the tapes, right? And then so I received like, I don't know, 50 tapes. And I'm looking at them, and that's when I realized like it was a lot of good actors sending tapes. But I was looking for something specific. Because when you write the role, you have an image of what that role is going to look like, sound like, feel like, the energy the character is going to. So at the end of the day, that's not written in the text necessarily. So all the actors are giving their stab at it, but they don't know what you have in mind, like to the T, right? So then when you're looking at the tapes, it's not about who's the best actor. It's not about who's the best looking one. It's not about like any of that shit. You're looking at it, and then one of them pops in your face, and you go, "Yep, that's what I was looking for."
And who knows what the fuck you have in your mind?
And sometimes the guy is like fumbling the lines.
Yeah.
He's kind of like he's not shaved. He's not well groomed. But if it's what you had in mind, that's done. Let this guy. Don't need to see the rest. Everything else goes in the garbage. That's what it is. So you can't take it personal because if
It's not even personal.
it has nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
If you were exactly what he had in mind for that role, you're gonna get it. And if not, you won't get it.
I feel like it's good that you were once in that position.
Yeah.
So now I feel like it's way easier for you to just understand it's really not that
Absolutely.
deep.
Yeah.
It's like really not that
really
fucking
isn't that
deep.
deep.
Yeah. Yeah, but I feel like that's what the hardest is being able to go through rejection and failure and just keep going, man.
Yeah, and in this industry, like there's so many people that are so desperate for it. And
Really?
there are so many entities and ways to profit off of people's desperation in this industry. Like,
Of course, man.
a lot of times when you get those self-tapes, you will be tempted to like buy acting coach. What do you call it? Like there's a term for it for like people that help you send the self-tape. They help you
Okay.
with the role, and it costs so much.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, like being the one, having been in the seat of the casting director, I understand
Jesus, man.
Yeah,
That's a real fucking thunder,
Mother
man.
Nature's angry.
Yeah.
Having been at the seat of the producer, I understand that you just have to be natural within your take. Just be natural, and everything else, the little thing that you're gonna pay $300 for, it won't matter if it's not what the casting director's looking for.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't. It's not sustainable, I feel.
Yeah.
I'm not against like acting coaches. I'm just saying it's most of the time I don't think it's sustainable up to a certain point.
Yeah. So are you saying that even if you had like the greatest actor by your side helping you to send out audition tape, if it's not what the guy is looking for because you don't know what he wants, it does not matter. Yeah.
It does not matter.
Yeah. Yeah, because you don't know what the other guy is looking for. And also the guy choosing, he's not perfect. He's a human being. So he can make a mistake, whatever. Like Seinfeld, Jerry Seinfeld. When he had the idea for his show, he went to see all these networks. They all said, a show about nothing. That's so fucking dumb. What do you mean a show about nothing? It's not gonna work. It's the fucking greatest sitcom of all time.
You go.
You know what I mean? So of course those people, they're like big executives in the like these TV industry, whatever. But they made a mistake of, you know what? We thought it was stupid. Actually, it ended up being the greatest sitcom of all time.
Because nobody really knows, man. Nobody knows. For real, nobody knows. At the end of the day, nobody has the secret sauce. Nobody knows who's the next, you name it. Nobody knows.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's also, it's like, the Wolf of Wall Street, when Matthew McConaughey is sitting with Leonardo DiCaprio and he's like, in this industry,
it's all
Warren. If you're Warren Buffett, Jimmy Buffett, you don't know if it's gonna go up, down, in fucking circles. No one knows. It's a fugazi.
It's all.
It's a whistle. It's a wazzle. No one knows what's gonna happen.
I relate 100%.
And then he said, you know what? The real point of the game is how do I get his money in his bank account to my bank account? That's what the game is. How do I get his money put into my bank account?
Yeah, 100%.
That's also, so like, of course, man, you never know what's going to happen, especially when it comes to like rappers, artists, movie actors, movies. Because at the end of the day, it's the population that will decide which movie will make money, which artist we will buy his album. So when you depend on the population in a way, who knows what's gonna happen? I can make a fucking dumbass freestyle tomorrow for fun, and somehow it blows up because people find it funny, and then it's fucking popular. Like, you know, the guy with the song "Skiri Papa" and a boom boom. That's a joke.
This London guy, I think.
Yeah, London guy, but he's a comedian and he made a rap song about joke. So imagine you're a real rapper and you want to make it big, and then you see this comedian making a joke out of a song, but that song becomes a fucking hit.
Yeah.
Imagine how you react, bro.
You can't be mad at it. And I feel some people do get mad at it.
Yeah.
You can't. It's when I realize how much needs to be, how the stars have to be aligned for you to like get to the top of like this industry. It has to be so many. You have to get picked in the right TV show. The TV show has to do well and go viral. Because you can't just go viral by yourself as an actor in a shit TV show. No, like
even if you're the greatest actor.
Yeah, the show has to do well. So that's out of your power. And then, you know, so many things have to come into place together at the same time. It's best to, like you said, for the gym, take it as a journey and not worry too much about what's
the
at
end
the
goal.
line. Yeah.
You never know. Because I feel like even now, since I've been selling cars, or just when you approach women, sometimes it's not personal. It's just the woman, let's say the girl, she just broke up with her ex, and you could be fucking Michael B. Jordan. She's still not going to give a fuck because she's not in that phase. Yeah. So if you take that personal, but you don't know what's going on in her life, or let's say when I'm selling a car, sometimes we just don't have the car the client wants. You could be the greatest salesman, be the greatest smooth talker, be whatever. He doesn't want the car. Fuck do you want?
It's not what he wants.
If I go and buy a car, you can be the coolest fucking guy, but if I don't like the car, I'm not going to buy the fucking car.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you cannot take it personal. Or let's say you approach a girl, you find her cute, whatever, and she rejects you. You're like, what the fuck? Why did she reject me? I'm like, what's wrong with me? Whatever. But maybe you don't know what's going on in her life. Like maybe there's something else. Maybe she just got out of a divorce, or who knows what could be happening. So you should never take it that personal.
Absolutely,
rejection,
man. Especially with girls, bro. Like you can't. Like sometimes if you're her type, you could fuck up 10 times. She was still, you know, you can never take it as face value of like your own
self-worth.
Yeah. It can't work like that, brother.
And the people I know who do the best with women are guys who don't tie their self-worth to if he gets rejected or accepted by a girl. They just don't give a fuck.
I think, and I think it goes with everything.
Yeah.
Acting, like I think I have the most resilience because I don't give a, I send the tape and then I stop giving a fuck.
In the beginning, were you like that?
Yeah. In the beginning, it took me a while to understand because in the beginning, especially like in this industry, like when the opportunity comes big, it comes big. Like it feels like your life is about to change and it just doesn't. So it really feels like you're getting rage baited constantly. I'm telling you, man, you feel like you're getting baited all the time, and like Netflix will call you and it's this big TV show, and it's like I just had that last month. Like they called me for a show. It's going to be on Netflix. It's a book adaptation. The book has like 8 volumes, and they're not offering me, but they're offering me to, I guess, audition for the lead role. So you're looking at it. It's easy to start thinking
my life's gonna change.
But the second you start doing that, you've lost it. You can't. You go, okay, that's cool. You do it. Once you send it, just erase it out of your mind, man. Like just let it be.
Someone's asking you, did you send it? What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? I don't even know
what you're talking about.
Because also I'm thinking like, okay, if Netflix is finding Simba in Ottawa, bumfuck out of nowhere, for them it's Canada, like, you know, if they can find a Canadian actor to audition, how wide is their net? How far did they go, man? How many tapes did they have? 3,000?
Yeah.
Just send it, bro. And then let it be. But yeah, in the beginning I was getting baited a lot into like dreaming about roles and wanting roles, and like, you know, one time I remember like auditioning for this role and buying acting coaching services and like paying like $400 and having this person like basically ruin my tape because like they give you so many pointers that once you're ready to tape, you're not natural anymore. You're thinking about
you're robotic.
It's unnatural. So then it just basically ruined it. And then you try all these things to get that booking and nothing works, right? And then you have this one tape where you kind of don't want the role, and then you book it, and so that's when you go, it doesn't matter. None of it matters because
Yeah.
you're more likely to book the roles that you don't really want because then you're going to be supernatural. You're just going to do it how it feels,
Yeah.
and then you book them.
You're gonna be
You're
authentic.
going to be authentic,
Yeah.
and then it just happens.
What would be the best piece of advice you would give to a young actor starting off?
Oh, fall in love with the game.
Mm.
Fall in love with the game. Find a way to enjoy the process. Like if it wasn't for me understanding the psychology of building characters and reading scripts and reading between the lines and reading like Stanislavski, which was one of the biggest acting coach at the time.
Is Russian?
Yeah.
Did he start in method acting?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I think I heard of.
Big thing.
Yeah.
But like I got really into these things at the time, and that's what brought me the passion and the joy to enjoy and understand the process.
Yeah. What exactly is method acting?
Okay, let's say you are playing a drunk man on this shoot that we have tomorrow.
Okay.
You would basically and it's not clear to everyone what it is.
Okay.
Right? There's still debate to what constitutes method acting or not. But for me, it's the people that don't get off roll between the cuts. So it's like you would just stay drunk all day, starting today up until tomorrow.
It's not that bad.
So the thing is, like, you have to think about it, right? You'll be on set at dinner, and then the guy is just like, sometimes it just comes off as he's just being a fucking douchebag.
Yeah.
But he's in his role. But you're like, we're talking about my kids and my dog, man. Why are you like being an asshole just to try to stay in character? And I understand that for some people, it works. Some of the best actors are method actors.
Okay. Yeah.
It for some people, it really they dedicate an amount of attention to detail to it that I can only respect. It is a little uncomfortable for the people around at times, but I can see how it shows result at the same time.
Yeah.
Me, I don't necessarily. I think I enjoy. I think that's too much attention on the end result of like what the movie's going to be. I think a lot of it, I enjoy the process of making it, and I want it to be a good experience for everyone. Maybe at a fault at some time, but it's basically like it's blurring the line between like another way to look at it is sometimes like the Joaquin Phoenix for Joker.
Yeah.
He isolated himself
That's crazy.
before shooting the movie for months, right? Just to be in the understand the character. Is that method acting? Some people would say it is.
Is that a mental health issue?
Some people would say it is. For me, that's actually something I wouldn't be against doing.
Okay.
If I was gonna be like Timothée Chalamet for
The ping pong player.
yeah. Marty Supreme.
Yeah,
he
yeah.
had been practicing ping pong for years. I get that. I don't know that's necessarily method acting. So it's blurry.
Yeah.
But it's when you blur the line between like what's like perceived as necessary and what isn't, and
Well, can method acting be a bit sometimes too fucked up? Like, didn't Heath Ledger kill himself because of the role in Joker as in Batman?
Yeah, there is saying that that's what it's affected his like mental health to a certain extent.
Because imagine you're playing, let's say Joker, because we're talking about Joker. Joker is a really disturbed individual.
Yeah.
Right? Like really mentally disturbed. But if you're like so dedicated to the craft, you want to win an Oscar, you want to get this fame, whatever, you get so dedicated. But by doing it, don't you slowly become the person you're supposed to act as? You know what I mean?
I'll tell you this, man. People do get stuck in characters. And it's happened to me as well. You can easily get stuck in the character you're in because it could blur your
reality
thought process and your reality, and you don't really see it happening. I had to catch myself, after the fact, being like, whoa, I just did something. That's not even me. That's like that role I just played like a month back. What? That's weird. And then, but some people get stuck in it and they have to see like therapists and whatnot to get out of the role.
Because if you condition yourself into doing a certain act, which in the beginning that's not you. Let's say I'm supposed to play a junkie, right? I've never done any drugs. I'm supposed to play a junkie, right? So of course I'm like, okay, you know what? I want to get this Oscar. I want to become famous. I want to become rich. I want to change my life. Fuck it, I'm going all out. I start doing drugs. I start doing this, having the mentality. I start adopting that way of life for months and months. Of course, okay, I'm doing it for a role, but I'm still doing those actions.
You're still doing it. You're still building the habit, man.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm still doing it. Yes, okay, it's for a role. Yes, we understand, but I'm still fucking shooting myself up with drugs or snorting cocaine or whatever.
It's crazy to do for a role, man. That's method acting, bro. You don't got to do all that, man.
No, I went to the extreme to prove a point, but you know what I mean? Let's say you want to play an American Psycho like Christian Bale, right? And fucking psychopath, whatever.
Yeah.
But you're still doing all of that shit, even though, but that's not me. Yeah, but you're still doing it. Yeah. And maybe your subconscious doesn't necessarily know. Your subconscious is who you tell him you are, and then just by doing actions, you know how they say, you're not what you say you're gonna do, you are what you do.
You're doing, yeah.
Yeah. So that's why I feel like acting and actors, I feel like that's something that could be really dangerous for actors.
It's a thin line. Yeah, It's a thin line. And I think, especially like if you're doing like TV shows and you're in that role for a long time, it's a thin line, man. It can get to you.
And don't you think, like, let's say you're an actor and you're playing the role of someone who is completely the opposite of you. But if you're so good at playing that role, aren't you maybe that person also? Like, you know what I mean? You know what I'm trying to say?
I think not necessarily. I think a lot of it is understanding. So a good process to understand how to have the right approach to a scene a lot of times is, how would I react in this specific situation? Let's say the guy is a serial killer. I'm not a serial killer. It's hard for me to think about being a serial killer. I don't think about that when I wake up in the morning. But is there a situation that if you did A and B and C and D and E to me, I would start thinking this kind of way, and that would lead me to kill a lot of people? You don't know. Like, you start playing with that and finding a way to have your personality within their behavior. So really, when you think about it, you can be a lot of things. It depends on what happens to you. You can be a lot of things. Like you could say, I'm not a cheater, but if you get cheated on 10 times, shit, maybe I start cheating back. Like, I don't know. Like, right? It's a lot of times it's, okay, if I don't understand why he's going through it, like, can I find a situation where I'd be inclined to start thinking the same way or doing the same things? Sometimes you find a way to do the same things for different reasons. Sometimes it's scenes where the actor has to cry. And let's say you're crying because your dad died, but your dad's alive. So you don't know what kind of pain that is to have your parent died, but maybe your dog died and you've cried at the time. It's the same kind of, you can tap into that to have the same behavior for a different reason, right? So I think it makes a lot of things like, it doesn't necessarily makes you that person.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, of course, yeah. No, yeah, it's just, when you think about it, of course, maybe not a serial killer, but let's say it's similar roles and it's not too divided, you know what I mean? So do you sometimes get a role where like, yo, this is actually me? So is it still acting? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think those roles,
are they easier?
Yes, they're easier because you're going to read the lines and be like, yeah, I get it. Like, it just clicks, right? But then I think it gets a little bit boring because there is no work to, this is just you, right? So you'll do it once. Maybe you'll do it twice for the money, but on the third time, you're going to look for something that broadens your understanding of humans.
Yeah.
You want something that's a little challenging, I think.
So that's why, because I remember I read the book of Matthew McConaughey, Green Lights.
Yeah.
And he said like he used to be a rom-com actor for years and years, and then he was sick and tired of it. He wanted to get into drama roles for probably the Oscar or whatever, and then he just stopped acting because his agent told him like, oh, but everyone knows you as the rom-com king. Yep. So like you have to keep doing rom-coms. Like, fuck it, I don't want to do it. So I guess in a way, like artistically speaking and creatively speaking, he was searching for something else. Yeah.
You want something that runs what you feel like you understand of the world. You want to run your consciousness a little bit.
Yeah.
Some roles that you like you're gonna look at and be like, can I do that? Is that what's going on here?
Yeah.
You want that also in
Yeah, I feel like I understand it because let's say with my podcast, like whenever if I go episodes, let's say 3 episodes just talking about soccer, I'm gonna be like, yo, I'm a bit tired of speaking.
Yeah.
I want something else. I love soccer. It doesn't mean I don't I have a big passion for soccer and I love that sport, but I want to speak about philosophy. I want to speak about culture. I want to speak about human nature, politics, whatever. I get that itch. I want because even if let's say right now, if I go logically, my best clips, my best whatever, it's all about soccer. It's always soccer. But even then, I'm like, bro, I don't care. I need something else. I feel like, when Matthew McConaughey, he turned down like a $20 million role for a rom-com.
Crazy amount of money, man.
Because he was like, no, fuck it. I want something else. Yeah, so I feel like if you're truly passionate about something, you don't care about the money, whatever. You just want like to feel fulfilled.
Hell yeah, that's what it's about, man.
Yeah.
I think all money is good money. Once you start going against your soul and your spirit, I think that's money you don't really need, man.
Did you ever do a job where you like not regret, but like, maybe I shouldn't have?
Not really. I feel like I'm pretty good at knowing. Like I say no. I'm pretty good at saying no and knowing like I'm gonna regret this one, so I'll pass on that. Some of them are just, example. I've done the whole like being a cheater, like a fuckboy cheater.
Yeah, because you have to look. That's why they
I don't know if
cast.
that's a compliment. But
I'm joking, girls. It's not true.
black men don't cheat. But
Never. And wait. You're half Haitian, half Congolese?
don't even say that on air, man. That's bad. Don't say that on air. But yeah, I am, and I feel, again, hearing that people might get to a certain, they could put me in a certain category, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Now, if I'm doing the same roles where I'm just cheating on everybody and like lying about things, it's just gonna make things worse, man. I don't need to like. I want to help my brothers out. Let me play a faithful husband.
Black man married to a black woman.
Yes, amen.
Not married to a white woman or whatever.
I feel like it doesn't help to like play into that stereotype like constantly.
Yeah.
So I've said no sometimes.
Well, did you ever say no and then after you regretted it?
Not really.
No?
I feel like I've been pretty good with my decisions.
Yeah.
I'm pretty open about things. So if I say no, a lot of times it's very egregious. It's like some crazy like.
Really? What's the most fucked up offer for a job? Like you're like, Jesus fucking Christ, they really want me to do this?
I mean, like porn, but
Porn?
yeah,
They asked for porn?
yeah, and like
Really? You said no? Shit, bro, yo.
Fuck yeah, brother.
Yo,
what do you
bro,
mean?
you ask me, man. What the fuck, bro?
Yo, like
The fuck, bro?
okay, maybe for you, but me, like I don't think I could do both.
No, yeah, of
I
course,
see it
of
as like
course, yeah.
I'm trading
Yeah.
careers here. Right?
Yeah, it's
Like,
something else.
Yeah,
something
that's
completely
something else.
different. Yeah.
And if it's not hardcore, it's softcore. It's male stripper and like I'm not Magic Mike, man. I can't like.
Oh, they asked you to be a male stripper? Like some TV like roles or like truly a real male stripper?
No, like shows. Like
Really?
you go out there and sometimes private shows. So you go to people's houses and shit.
Really said no?
Nah, I'm good.
But why would they ask you if you don't put, like, they just say, like, oh, maybe he's going to do it? Because you don't advertise yourself as a male stripper,
yeah,
right?
but I post, a lot of my TikToks are deleted now, but I've posted some things that could make it look like I
like
would
your
do
body
it.
and shit. Yeah.
So I think that plays into it a little bit.
Did he ever offer you like a fucked up amount? You're like, maybe.
No, that's the thing. It wasn't even a lot of money. So
Really?
it wasn't
Okay.
hard to say no. It wasn't like I was going to make banks from it.
Would you do a porn video for a certain amount of money?
Yo, maybe. Actually,
Bro.
maybe, but
Yo, bro. Imagine someone
like
says.
it would be an obscene amount of money, man.
How much?
Obscene. I don't even know. Obscene. It has to be whatever I'm thinking. It would probably have to be bigger than that. Because if you come to me and like for $2 million, I don't think I would do it.
Huh?
Nah,
2
bro.
million?
Nah.
You think it would fuck up that much your potential career? As a guy.
Yeah, absolutely,
Yeah?
brother.
Yo, Kim
Full
Kardashian,
on.
bro.
Yeah, but I'm not an influencer. I'm not a hip hop culture. I'm like she's
actor, You're an artist.
she's a cultural icon.
Yeah.
Right. I'm not really
She's a porn star.
shit. Hey, that's not gonna comment on that, but in a sense, I'm not going that route necessarily. Right. If I
Yeah.
was, I would do it if it makes sense. Right. Because
Yeah.
I don't have anything against it.
Yeah.
I don't see it as like a bad thing or I would do it. But to me, weigh the pros and cons, and I'm like, it doesn't look too, because let's say I do it, I get paid $5 million. I don't gotta work anymore, right?
Oh, bro.
I'm
Yeah.
set with life. But
You're
then
blessed, bro.
okay, but then I still want to be an actor. Now what? I can't really like
Keep fucking other girls.
could be that kind of actor. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Johnny Sins, bro.
Hell
Hey,
no,
let's not
no.
disrespect Johnny Sins, bro. The king, the goat, bro.
I could never.
You know what I mean?
Respect to Baldy, man. He's been places.
Yo, he's been
Done a
places
lot.
will never be, bro.
Yeah. Is he retired? I feel like
Nah, bro, he does everything. He's a lawyer, he's a judge, he's a doctor. He's I think he's
Does
just I
everything.
think he became a firefighter or some shit like that.
that's crazy. Oh man.
That's crazy. But listen, okay, let me ask you a question.
Yep.
You have a son, you have a daughter. Your son gets offered 10 million for a porn role, straight porn role, and your daughter gets offered a 10 million role for a porn role. Is it the same yes on both cases? Or-
Yeah, I don't care.
Huh?
I think my
Nah.
family would have a big problem with that.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. Yeah.
But I have suffered from, I feel, family expectations a lot, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Just wanting to be an actor has ruined the life of a lot of, my family members. So I feel like that is, I've felt the negative repercussions from such intense pressure coming from family members. So for me, my kids, have fun, man. Have fun with life. I offer you life. Have fun with it.
One thing, yo, bro. If my son gets offered a role, 10 million for a
You
role
wouldn't
in
say
a
that-
porn,
Give him the same answer.
I'm saying, bro, you're gonna fucking do it. My daughter, I'm gonna say, there's no chance you're doing it. I don't care if that's sexist.
Brother,
I
this
don't
is
care.
so like 1990, bro. Like,
Bro,
what do you-
I don't care. I don't care what that sounds like. You know, when Joe Rogan once says, like, if Harvey Weinstein would have done that to my daughter, I would have been fucking pissed. But if Harvina Weinstein would have done that to my
Harvey.
son, I would have been like, son, do you want to be Superman? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you want to be Superman? Like,
I
bro,
get it.
There's a difference. In
I
my
get
opinion,
it.
there's a difference.
But I think that's it's all socially constructed things, right? Because in the grand scheme of things, I feel like we're gonna come to a point where it's not gonna be a difference anymore.
You think so?
I think so. Yeah.
Really?
I think we're gonna get to a point where, because brother, like, I mean, if we get into that, it's like, I was thinking about even just the concept of marriage and how, like, if you think about the whole ceremony of it, right?
Mhm.
You're there in your suit, your wife to be walks in with like the white,
Gown.
dress and the
Yeah.
gown, and she's her father's basically giving her to you.
Yeah. Yeah, broski.
It ain't really. It's not like that anymore, is it? Like,
no,
it's not
of
really,
course, I
right?
like that, but
So-
it's like tradition.
yeah. But then that tradition was like the ownership of the
The girl.
The
woman.
girl.
Yeah.
It's not really even a thing anymore.
No,
So
of
if you
course,
get
of
married
course,
now,
yeah.
it's for fun. Right? It's for
Yeah,
for
yeah.
sunshine and rainbows and confetti.
It's just more for the ceremony of celebrating love.
right.
That's how I see it. I mean, if I was, let's say, with a woman, and then we're like, I know she's a woman of my dreams. If she doesn't want to, like, literally get married, like, what's the difference? You know what I mean? Like,
All right.
we're still gonna live together. We don't have to get married on paper to be allowed to live together.
Okay, but then let me ask you this then.
Yeah.
The girl you fall in love with,
Yeah.
she's done porn before.
Oh, hell no.
What does it
Bro, hell
what does it
no,
matter
bro.
though? Like,
Huh?
and you think if you had done porn before, she's supposed to like
Yeah.
be
Know what I
okay with
mean?
it?
But don't you feel like it's different?
Not really.
Bro, okay, Like, imagine you fall in love with Lana Rhodes. Yo, there's
Okay.
videos of her getting railed by guys,
Yeah.
bro. How would you feel always being one click away?
No, I agree with you on that.
You know what I
Like,
mean?
for me, I couldn't. But the
Mhm.
same way, I think a girl, if she falls in
Okay.
love with a guy and he's fucking everything, he's everywhere.
Johnny
it's
Sins,
I think it's
yeah.
the same. She'd be like, yo, that's kind of, I can't marry that. It's kind of crazy. You feel?
Do you feel like there are some social differences between women and men?
Social differences?
But let's say, like, for me, a guy doing porn is a bit different than a woman doing porn.
See, but I don't think it should be like that. Again, for me, I don't see it as bad at all.
Yeah, and I'm not saying it's bad, but I'm just saying that it's different for me, man. I don't know. Maybe
I get it though.
Maybe I
get
grew
it,
up
yeah.
Serbian. Maybe that's like a bit.
But that's what it is, though. It's our traditional roots that are like
Mhm.
saying a certain thing. But and it's a lot of it is my career as well. Like it's very progressive mindset oriented.
Of course.
So
Yeah.
for me, I really sit and think about it. And at the end of the day, my stance on it is like, what the fuck do I know? If that's what people like want to go towards as a society, like I don't have anything against it. It makes sense when
Yeah.
people talk about it and equality and whatnot. It makes sense to me. I get it. I
Yeah,
do think
yeah.
it's better for the girls.
Yeah.
They have more.
But do you think that maybe because like we are equal, that's for sure, but I feel like we're different. We're wired differently naturally because women and guys for hundreds and thousands of years, we just had these different roles, which maybe comes from biology because we're physically stronger, faster, whatever. And then of course, through thousands of years, we became different. That's how I see it. That's why I feel like, yes, we are 100% equal, but I feel like we're different.
Yeah.
In general, of course, you can find a guy who's really feminine, and then he'll have like 5 girlfriends, friends, like not girlfriends that he has sex with, but like friends who are girls, and then he'll vibe with them. There's nothing wrong there. Sure, you do you. And just as much as you can find a girl who has more guy friends because she just is more masculine. But I feel like in general, women and men are different, but we're equal.
Different. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think for me that people that are saying that there is no difference. That's where I kind of
That's too much.
I don't get the logic of it. Like
Yeah.
having the women in the men's Olympic and whatever, or the inverse. I think to me, I don't understand that. I don't understand the logic of that. I agree with seeing differences. What I've changed my mindset on is how dating is going to work moving forward. Right? I don't really see it as this weird like traditional like leadership ownership type of relationship thing that people had, and like the girl has to be a certain. To me now it's kind of just like a contract in a sense. We're negotiating at a table and it's
For
I want
marriage.
this, I want that, for whatever.
Okay,
You
yeah.
know, for whatever. Because of that change of view, when I look at marriage and I look at how much it costs,
Oh yeah.
maybe I'm not as excited about it anymore.
Costs a lot, man. The
crazy.
ceremony of marriage
Yeah, it's
costs a lot,
crazy,
man.
I can't.
It's fucked up. Yeah.
So it's not necessarily something I think about or look forward to. Like if she wants it, we can discuss it. But probably if it's like if it's because I think some girls are still into like we have a year, we got to get married. That's not gonna work with me.
The fairy tale Prince Charming, and then the crazy fucking wedding at like the main cathedral in New York City downtown, and Obama pulls up.
If we're rich, we could do it. But
Yeah.
I'm saying the relationship cannot be anchored around the marriage anymore for me.
Yeah.
Because none of the ceremony means anything.
Exactly.
anymore.
No, that I agree. For me, a ceremony is just like, it's like, let's say you have a birthday party. Hey, let's celebrate it. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really mean anything. It's just an excuse to drink with your friends and have fun.
There
That's
you
how
go.
we see
Yeah.
marriage. At the end of the day, marriage, of course, they're going to do it traditionally. The dad gives you his daughter. Now she's yours, whatever.
Which
I feel
is
like,
crazy.
no, I understand. But before it was like that. I mean,
100%.
before we cannot blame them. It's just, it was like that. So you grew up like that, and it's normal for you. Even for the women at that time, that was normal. It was just how it was. I'm not saying it's okay, but just at that time,
I think
feel
it
like
was okay.
marriage-
If that's what socially people
at that time,
Sure.
But I feel like, marriage is just more of a ceremony and an excuse for people you love to gather around, drink, and celebrate love.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, of course, I feel like the most important is, let's say I find a woman of my dreams. If we don't get married traditionally, why do I give a fuck? I'm still going to live with you, have kids with you, do whatever else. Like, what's the difference? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but they care a lot. They care a
So,
lot.
of course, some women care way more because they have ever since they're young.
It's the dream
kids.
that's been sold.
It's like, you know what I mean. It's like the Prince Charming comes, and then you have this beautiful marriage. And if we're being honest, marriage is all about the woman. It's all about the bride.
100%, yeah.
It's all about her. If you're a guy and you're like, oh, this is my marriage, you're gay, bro. That's not your fucking marriage. That's her marriage.
Like,
you know what I
feel
mean?
a lot of them, like, if you weren't there, it'd be better for them. You're just there because you have to, but they'd do it without you if they could.
You're a tool. You're just like, you're like the water bottle there. You know, we need
you have to be there as the husband. Okay, I guess you could come to your marriage. It's fine. But 100% they'd do it without us if they could.
Yeah.
It's not about us, man.
No, I feel like, no, it's really not about us, bro. Fuck, man. I feel like most guys, they they wouldn't do it if they didn't have to. I feel like most guys like you, they would think about the money aspect behind it. Like, fuck, bro, I gotta drop 40 grand.
It's on my mind, man.
I gotta drop 40 grand, man.
Because I have people in my family and friends that they got married, and I see the whole it and the stress it put on their financial situation, and I'm just like, bro,
What's the point?
yeah, you could have waited a little bit, but I understand.
Yeah.
Again,
Yeah.
hey, to each their own. You do what you got to do.
In my mind, logically, I would say, you know what? Instead of putting 40 grand on a marriage,
Buy a house.
just like tradition, let's say you want to have fun. Why don't we take 10 grand, do the tour of Europe for 2 months, just me and you, celebrate our love between each other, because marriage, it is between me and her, right?
Yeah.
Let's just celebrate that with 2 months in Europe, and then we get back, and that's it. And then you spend 10 grand, you had no stress. You actually had the opposite of literally zero stress and just fun. You saved your money, and you had way more fun than just one night, which costed fucking $40,000.
And then, mama, let's get married in the backyard.
You know what I mean?
You know, like, just come on, man. What are we doing?
But what if your wife really wants to?
No, again, to me, it's not a thing of good or bad. So
Okay.
I see relationship as we're at a table, we're negotiating. You want a marriage? Okay, we can write it down. We can think about it. And then, you know, we can see like what's possible, what's not possible, but it's got to be a logical decision. That's my thing.
Not emotional.
Yeah, and when girls come to me with like, because you know some women have so much pressure onto them to have it done, especially at my age, when it comes to a point where
How old are you now?
I just turned 30.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay.
Unk status officially.
Unk status, man. No, I think that's not unk. That's big bro. That's big bro.
30?
30 is big bro.
Big bro's like 25, man.
Nah, big bro is like 25 to 35.
Yeah?
Yeah. Unk
Nice.
for me is like end 30s, 40s. That's unk.
Yo, 40 is grandpa, man. Shit. 40?
Grandpa, that's crazy.
40?
Yeah, I feel like from 36 to 40, that's unk.
My grandfather was a grandpa at 40.
Yeah, but you guys be fucking, bro. That's the thing with you guys, bro.
Congolese, man.
You guys be fucking, man. That's the thing with you guys. That's different, bro. Yeah, as long as you guys can get it up, you guys be fucking reproducing. You know what I mean?
Proud of heritage. That's just how we do it. Yeah, I guess it's different now, but I don't know. I feel, for me, I don't feel too pressed about it. With, you know, okay, I'm 30. That's fine. I don't have what I thought I would have at 30 for sure. It's definitely been a shock to like, okay, I have to readjust my expectations of what my 30s are going to look like. Am I even going to get married now? I'm not sure. Am I even going to have kids? I don't even know.
Really? Okay.
I would want to.
Yeah.
But I understand now a lot of it is out of my hand, right? So it's just readjust like my expectations of things. But if you're dating women of the same age, when they're at that age, it's either like, I feel like there's two types, right? It's the ones that they just don't care anymore, whatever, don't want kids, don't want marriage. They don't
It's over, yeah.
Even the relationship, like they don't even want you at their place for more than a couple days. And then you have the other end where it's like,
marriage now.
yeah, like we're on time, you know, like don't waste a single second of my time. Like, and that pressure to me doesn't work.
Yeah.
It doesn't work.
I feel like for women, there's a lot of biology that plays into it. It's like it or not, you know, like after a certain age, they cannot reproduce anymore. But guys, in a way, they can, like Al Pacino just had a kid recently.
72, man.
Yeah, bro, you know what I mean? Like guys can always have babies. So like it or not, like, yes, of course, who you are in society will have an impact, but also nature, your biology will play a big part into what do you want and when do you want it. So if a woman, of course, if she is 35 and she has ambitions of being a mom and a wife, then I mean, in a way, time is ticking. I'm not being mean, but time is fucking ticking, and that's just pure biology. So of course,
I see a lot of them that have kids at 40. That 35 thing, it feels weird to me because like I hear that online all the time, but I see in real life, I've known a couple that have had kids at 40, and
that happens.
The kid seems okay. So I don't know, but yeah, I understand the stress, 100%.
Yeah.
I'll never like have any kind of like judgmental feeling or animosity just because like there's stress in me about getting it on. I just feel it's in this society that we're in, it's hard to understand. Like if you meet a girl and you like her, traditionally things were simple. There was a playbook. We just went by the playbook.
That's it.
You know, you shut up, I shut up. We don't know what's going on. We just open the playbook. This is what we're doing. We both shut the fuck up and do it. Right? It used to be very simple. Now there is so much to to discuss, clarify, understand, negotiate. It takes time. I just think it takes time. So if anyone wants to like get married within a year,
That's crazy.
to me, it's crazy. Absolutely crazy.
I feel like you need more time, but I don't know. It never happened to me, but I heard many people say the second I laid eyes on her, I knew I was going to marry her. So is that maybe different? You know what I mean? I mean, we're both not married, so we cannot fucking say, oh, yes or no. But I've heard cases people say,
Yeah, but my brother, like it comes to a point sometimes where like you feel that and it doesn't work, and then you feel that again and it doesn't work.
did you feel that in the past? Are you speaking from experience?
Yeah. And then so you fuck this shit. Fuck all that shit, brother. Like I don't believe in none of that bullshit anymore, brother. Like, and I'm not gonna say I'm like completely off like the whole romance and like fairy tale. I'm not completely off of it. I'm not completely cynical, but the whole fairy tale aspect of it to me, like the whole, that's my person. It was meant to be destiny, like with soulmates and all. Look, man.
Shut up.
Yeah, shut up. Respectfully.
Before they had way more arranged marriages, but they would get way less divorced.
Of course, because it's not really even about compatibility.
Maybe because at that time it was more about survival in a way. Like,
And social construct too.
Maybe at that time it was more like just purely logical. Okay, well, you're a girl, I'm a guy, we need to have kids because we have to reproduce. Well, I'm going to bring money at the home, you're going to take care of the home, and then we just keep going like that. Well, maybe now it's different because now it's no, but I have to love the person, I have my goals now. There's like different
I'll tell you what
things.
I think a lot of it is. Now, let's say you meet someone and you guys fall in love and start a relationship. That relationship is only about you and that person. I think it wasn't like that before. And in my culture, it still kind of isn't like that. That's why I told you I have a very big family. Everyone's still married. Everyone's still together. There maybe, one divorce here and there, but it's like 95% they're still together, right? But it's because it's not about me and you necessarily. Once we get married, historically, once you get married with someone, both of your families were like
linked now.
Linked. It's one family. If you had a problem, everyone was chipping in. Like it's a group thing now.
Yeah.
Like I feel now people get in relationships with people and it's just about me and you. And when it's so fickle and there are no kids too, no kids, no family involved, no shared house, no shared financial, all of that. When none of it is connected, it's so easy to part ways.
Yeah.
So easy.
Never thought about it. That's smart.
Yeah, I think a lot of it is that. It's if my father wanted to divorce my stepmom, he would have to go through 20 people, man.
A council meeting,
he can't
bro.
he can't
Council
just
meeting.
do it. Nowadays, man, people it's just about themselves.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, that actually makes a lot. I never thought about it, but it actually makes a lot of fucking sense. Because if, like you said, in your culture, if it's families getting together, if it's connections, whatever, then wait, what do you mean you're gonna divorce? No. You're staying with him.
We're gonna talk about it.
You're gonna stay with her.
Yeah.
We got this. We got that house. We got his father's about to sign this business deal. No. What the fuck?
Exactly.
Yeah,
My uncle signed this business deal with his brother. You can't.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. I feel like, but they think all together, which one has more pros? Do you think?
Like you mean modern and traditional? Yeah. Oh man. Okay, I think for the men, traditional was better.
Okay.
I think because a lot of it was about ownership, and so it all starts with you at the top and things that you own: the house, the woman, the kids. So it's you. Everyone built their little pyramid.
Yeah.
I think the system was based a lot of it with like male ownership. That's how I feel. I think now it's better for the women. I feel because they don't have to do it. They don't have to participate. So they have a choice to get married, not get married, be in a relationship where they are under the guy or be in a relationship where it's more fairly split. So I think now there are more options because now if you think about it, some people are still doing it traditionally. So it's not really gone. I think we've added another option. So I think now it's...
Depends also which country. I mean,
true.
Yeah.
And also, but again, the cons though, I do feel like it's confusing as fuck.
Yeah,
it's confusing, man. I don't like, and I think it's because we're at the beginning of it.
Maybe because it's more complex also.
Yeah, things are complex and you have so much to discuss, so much to understand, so much, you don't know how...
More emotions.
Yeah, so it's... we'll see, I guess.
I feel like altogether for women and men, altogether, feel like there's more pros modern way.
Yeah.
I feel like there is because
What
I
are
feel
the
like
pros for men with the modern? Yeah.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, they also get to choose who they're gonna be with, and like it or not, we as men, we also have emotions. We also like to express our emotions. So in a way, you want to be with a girl who's gonna understand you and be able to be emotional with, and not just simply like, okay, so it's not like, maybe women are more emotional in general, but I feel like men also have that emotional side where, of course, before maybe it's like it was more logical. Okay, so I have this house, that's good, perfect, checked. I have this good career, perfect, check. I'm gonna climb the ladder. I have the wife, perfect, check. I'm gonna have kids with her, whatever. But I feel like that's maybe a bit more like surface level. But now, guys, we are, especially with time. I feel like now, since the times are changing, we don't go to war anymore for some part, and we don't have to go out and hunt for food and whatever. Where we became more emotional and more in touch with our emotions. Where I feel like that's good when it comes to relationships and with other women.
We're kind of useless now, I feel.
Kind of useless.
Kind of useless, yeah. We're doing a podcast. I'm an actor.
Imagine right now, what are we doing?
What are we doing?
We're supposed to be hunting right now, bro.
We're supposed to be killing bears and like fighting lions with our
feeding our
hands,
family,
man.
bro.
Yeah, what are we doing, bro?
Times have changed, bro.
Times have changed.
Yeah, crazy, man.
I get it. I do think it was surface level at the time. It was very, the way when I get advice from parents, like, and they ask me, like, like my dad approached me like not too long ago about like, yo, you live alone now. We need to find you someone. Like, I'll I have these girls from. I'm like, yo,
chill.
Hell no. Like, oh, why won't you, I have these beautiful girls for you. Like, listen, and I tell him like, I can't marry someone that's fresh off boat. Like, I'm Canadian. I've never been to Africa.
Yeah,
there is gonna be such a big like
cultural difference.
And he's looking at me like, what are you even talking about?
Yeah, he's like, no, you need kids. You need like, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's like, what?
Dog, what? No. I have to, and I tell him like, I want to be friend with the person I'm with. And he start laughing like, cause what is that? Friends with your wife? What are you talking about?
She's there to have your kids. That's it.
She cooks. She has the kids. You know, like, what are you? Man.
But I feel like that's the thing, because let's say my parents who come from Serbia and your parents who come from, let's say, Congo or Haiti, it was different there. It was more about survival. You didn't have the time to think about, let's be friends. Well, let's go on dates, coffee shop, this. It's like, what? No, we'll like come here. We're going to have kids. We have to survive. How am I getting, it was more on survival mode. So they weren't in a stage or a phase where they have the time to think about, well, you know what? I like when my partner does this, and that. Well, this, like, if I was to tell my parents, oh, now there's red flags, there's X, he's like, what?
What are you talking about?
Red flags, green flags, X. No. What we're talking about, we're getting married, that's it. Like, you know what I mean? But now it's more like, sometimes, I ain't gonna lie,
we're picky
I
now.
see TikTok videos on IG. I mostly scroll on IG Reels, and it's like girls talking about her X. And I'm like, okay, you went too far. Yeah. Like, sometimes there's an ick, and she's like, yeah, when a guy drinks out of a can, ick. I'm like, chill out. I'm like, yo,
it's all
chill
feelings-based,
the fuck
man.
out.
Yeah. I don't think this has face value, because I feel like it's all feelings-based. It's all just, none of it makes, because she's going to say that, but if it's the right guy drinking out of a can, it's not an ick anymore. Then it's
know what I mean? But
it's hot.
Yeah, but yeah, that's true. There's also that.
So
that's true.
why I'm like, all of this, man. They like to, because I did have a time where I would open TikTok and like have so much. There's a lot of like men hate going on right now. Like,
of course,
media,
for the past like 5-6 years, yeah, of course.
So I'd open it and I'd start feeling bad about myself, because like it's you receive all this negative energy from the women online all the time, and then I realized, man, it's not even, they're just like sharing emotions and they're using words, like it's not even
that deep,
yeah. Right? It's not even, they're gonna say that, close it, and an hour later like wish for a boyfriend or a husband, like love me.
Of course. Like, you realize how fake social media is. How fake it is, because there can be a woman who can talk about all those things, whatever, and then she closes her app, she goes to the club, and the guy she's gonna sleep with is gonna be exactly all the red flags she just said, all the icks. But since that's real life, oh well, who cares? Like, it's like you have to go out in the real world. If you spend your time and your days just fucking scrolling TikTok, trying to understand what life is and how to go through life, it's not gonna work. You have to literally go out there amongst people and see how it is.
People don't do that anymore. But honestly, I get it. Like going out these days feels weird, man. Like being at a club.
I don't go out if it's not to get drunk. Because if it's then it's boring in my opinion.
But even then, like it's weird. I feel like
really clubs or bars.
Clubs. Because I started going to clubs very early, man. I started going to clubs at like 14, 15.
Jesus
fake
Christ,
IDs.
man.
I'd be all.
Oh, you just needed a black guy, like I ID.
What do you mean a black guy? Oh man. No. I'm saying like
about 14, 15 is crazy.
All the people with me were the same age. I don't know.
Did you look? You didn't look older when you were young.
I looked 14. It just works. If you have the ID, what are they gonna do about it?
Yeah. Was it a fake ID or was it someone else's?
No, my IDs were just fake IDs.
Huh? And you
could get that for like $50, $100 at the time.
And was it legit? Because when I used to work at the bars, like we could easily see which one's a fake ID.
Yeah, but that was 2014. Like. I don't know if it's the same.
I don't know.
I don't know if
because normally, like, we can take an ID card and with like a special purple light, you like put it somewhere and then
they ain't had none of that at the time. That wasn't happening at the time, man. Like, and I don't want to sound like that because I'm not that old, but I feel 10 years ago there wasn't no blue light to squint at it, give it back, you just go. And a lot of times I would go with a lot of girls. We're all underage too. Like we're all just going together. Okay, and they let us in, and I feel. The club scene is so different. It is so drastically different. It's weird to even compare now. You know,
to before.
It used to be like
more
I remember.
Social?
Yeah, I remember. Like I've had this group of girls that I used to go to clubs with for like a span of like 5 to 6 years, all the time.
Okay,
right?
yeah.
And I remember like I'd kind of be like a chaperone. I'd just go with them, and then at the time, as soon as we would come in the club, bro, they would get snatched. Like they'd get hit on every 5 minutes.
Yeah, women. Yeah.
Can I buy you a drink? Can I blah blah blah? Can I take you this? She'd be dancing a little bit and some guy would just approach her. Nowadays, brother, like
people don't do that anymore.
People don't really talk to each other at the club.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. I feel like when you see videos or like when I watch American Pie, that was like the culture of American Pie is the early 2000s, how teens lived in the early 2000s. It's not like now, bro.
It's not like
now, if you go to the club, I don't know when I'm gonna see a guy approach a woman, truly approach her, like, hey, what's your name? Can I get a drink? Like, no, let's get a drink. I don't see that. I don't see that anymore.
In the last 5 years, I've been approached more than I've approached girls at clubs.
Really? Well, that's good.
I feel like the girls are more. It's just so. It's so out of whack now. So like they would, because at the time they would have never even had time to think about like looking at a guy and like going up to talk.
Because all the guys are approaching her.
Yeah, but then nowadays like the girls are going clubbing as a group. They're going there and then they sit in a circle for like an hour or two. They start, like they're bored. Nobody's like really approaching them. Yeah. Nobody's. Yeah. So to me, when that happens, I always find it kind of funny because it's just like that's not
what do you
world I know, man. Yeah.
Yeah, like girls approaching you. Yeah, that's gotta be like. Do you like react differently? Like, you know what I mean?
I can tell that it's not necessarily that they like me. It's just they're bored. I think they're bored.
Really?
She just wants some kind of stimulus.
Does she approach you alone or with a group of girls?
I've had both. I've had sometimes it's two of them. They come together and then one of them starts talking. Or sometimes like I'll be walking down the byward and like I lock eye with one of them. And
cold approach.
She just comes to me and starts saying stuff, and it's
life must be good, man.
Well, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think they're bored, man. I think it's just
maybe
because it doesn't feel like it's like love at first sight. They're just like she's drunk.
Yeah.
Nobody's approached her because like all the guys are fucking in their corner, sipping against the wall. So she's just wants some kind of I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I feel like that's boring because that's what I'm saying. So if I go out, if I know I'm not in the mood to go out, I'm like, I just want to stay home, eat, and then go to sleep. Like, what would I force myself to go out? Because I'm just going to go out and I'm going to be like, nothing is going to entertain me. I'm going to be tired. I'm not going to give a fuck about a song. But if I go out, it's because, okay, I really want to have fun. So I'm going to start drinking and then I'm going to talk with everyone because that's the point of going out. Because for me, when I go out
do that? Do you like, You go out, you talk to people.
Yeah,
that you don't
I
know.
talk to people randomly, and what happened? Because
Shit.
I'm still kind of very extroverted, and
Yeah.
since by doing all of this and by being who I am now, I'm not that shy to approach any more people, girl or a random guy. I'm not that shy anymore, so I don't really care, drunk or not drunk. Even if I'm not drunk, if I'm going out with people, I'm gonna start talking with a random guy about a stupid. Oh, yo, those shoes, man, right? Like then whatever, because I'm bored, right? Like a bit with the girls, but. If I go out, in my mind, it's like, okay, we're going out. How I see it is, it's to have fun, right?
Yeah.
I'm not going out to trying to get in a fight. Some people, that's their case. Some people go out because they want to fucking fight. That's their fucking problem. Me, when I go out, it's all about how can I have as much fun as possible.
So it's not necessarily about meeting people either. It's just fun.
Just to have fun. Either laugh with a random guy. I don't know who the fuck he is. I'll probably never see him again in my life. But we just talked about some stupid ass shit. We laughed. That's it. If I go out, I don't want to go out to argue with people. I don't want to go out to talk about social economic statuses of the world like Jaden Smith. That's not what I fucking want. I don't want to. I don't want to do none of that shit. If I go out, it's because I want to have fun.
Yeah.
Now, fun, what does that include? Talking about whatever with my friends. Of course, ideally, if I go out with my friends, I'm going to more talk with them than with other people because I'm already there with them, of course. But if then there's this group of women who approach, they're drunk, then we start talking about stupid shit, we have fun, and then who knows what's going to happen? I mean, it's all about having fun. Yeah.
Fair. I feel like for me, it was for the women. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, of course.
It was for the girl at the time. Like,
that's fun.
Yeah.
That includes in fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but me, I had a thing where like, man, like I didn't like to just go out. Like, let's say I was with guys that I knew. If I'm with them, it's just nothing's gonna happen, right?
Okay.
It's not gonna work. I can't approach another group of girls with these guys. Instantly, I don't want to go. Because for me, it's about the girls I felt at the time. It was really about
a lot. Yeah, but girls equals fun.
Fair.
You know what I mean? Yeah,
Fair.
it's fun.
Yeah.
Even if you don't end up sleeping with her, just talking with a girl you find attractive, it's fun.
Yeah.
No, it's fun.
I think at the time it was really just like that hookup game. It was very it was different times, man, different times, because I feel like everyone was like kind of like participating in it in a sense, and like guys were like competing to now I feel if you approach a girl, you're almost kind of weird, man, in a sense. What are you doing? I don't know.
What are you doing? What the fuck are you approaching?
Yeah, because I don't know you, but I haven't approached a girl cold in like a long time, man. Like I haven't
really
years, I think.
Really?
Years,
Okay.
yeah.
Why? You feel like it's changed?
It feels like I will go to jail. It feels like a crime. It feels literally like, what are you?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Like you're just, especially like, because I haven't been going out. That's one. So if you don't go out, then that lowers your chances a lot to be in the right environment to do it. And if you're in the gym, I feel like it's wrong in the gym. For some reason, I feel like it's
in the gym. In the gym, I don't like. I did it a couple of times at the gym, but it was really yeah, I did in the gym. Yeah, like 2 or 3 times. Yeah. I did it 2 or 3 times in the gym, but the thing is, it's a bit different because in the gym, if you're there, you're locked in. You just want to get through your workout. I'm not even gonna think about approaching you.
Yeah.
But like even those 2-3 times I did it, I'm like, fuck, where else am I gonna see her? What are the chances of me seeing her at the club? Maybe never. So I'm like, fuck it. This is my only shot. And then I try to find like a moment where it's not weird. Like I'm not gonna go like she's fucking in the treadmill, sweating as fuck. And I'm like, you know what? Hey, no. Like logically, no, she's doing a machine, and I see her just walking, doing nothing, like resting. Then maybe quickly, hey, I just want to say you're beautiful. Do you have a man? Can I have your Instagram? So quickly like that. I wouldn't stop there and then, hey, you know what? So yeah, what do you think about? No, I'm not gonna sit there and then have a full blown 1 hour conversation.
Yeah.
But just quickly because. And then I weigh out, I'm like, okay, if there's no chance of me fucking seeing her anywhere else, the only time I do see her is at the gym and I really find her attractive, well, fuck it, this is my only shot. Like, fuck, you know what I mean? Then I do it. But even then, I don't like approaching girls at the gym. Because and that's the reason why, because it's like, when is she locked in? And then the shower, like, you know what I mean?
Even if they're, there is that. There is like the feeling that it's just weird socially for me to do it. And there's also like, why? Just why? Like, I don't know. Because in a sense, like, I have a hard time understanding what we would, a lot of the relationships I find myself in, they kind of just happen they just happen like
Somehow.
Yeah,
it's weird, yeah.
Because for me to be like, okay, I like this girl and I want X, Y, and Z with this girl to go and get it, I don't really see it, because then I don't even understand what we're supposed to be doing. If we're not really going to get married, if we're not like, what are we doing even, right? So it's just a hit. But then my problem is I get very severe post-nut clarity. So like I don't want to like.
Yeah, same. Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
So
yeah,
then
same.
I don't want to
yeah.
like approach a girl at
Yeah.
the gym and then like it's just you do it and you hit, you go on a date or two and then you hit and then you're just kind of.
Yeah. No, I get you. So yeah, sometimes I get intense post-nut clarity. I'm like, fuck, what am I even doing here, man? But before that, I was like, yo, like I'll give everything right now.
For you,
and then
everything.
The second I come, I'm like, yo, can I leave? Like, is it rude if I just leave right now?
That's crazy. But I've realized, my brother, I've realized with time and age, it doesn't matter how bad they are. Like Instagram
Physically?
model,
Okay,
I think it doesn't matter. Physically, it doesn't matter. Like for me, if you don't get along with her, she could be like the baddest Instagram model. Like once the dues is done, I feel if you don't vibe with the person, it feels like shit no matter what.
Yeah, I feel like the most important, especially for long term, is personality. By
Yeah,
far.
100%.
But if you're just looking to have fun with a girl, just to sleep with her, then I mean, I don't really care what her personality is like, whatever.
It's not, I feel like part of it is not even fun to me anymore because, and maybe it's the age where I'm at and their age. It like as soon as like that pressure comes into play, you sleep with her once, and then the whole pressure comes into play to like assemble things together and make it make sense and whatnot. So if it's not a girl that I feel like I would want to welcome that pressure, I start thinking ahead and I'm like, nah, man.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
Was it one thing you told me once? What was it again? You told me you cannot sleep with a girl more than how many times was it?
3 times.
3 times. The rule is 3?
Yeah.
Yo, bro, that's hard to respect, man. 3.
Live by it, my brother, or it's problems. It's problems. I think.
I know, but this is what happens.
Yeah.
You nut? Okay, perfect. Yeah. Never again. 3-4 days
She
go
catch
by.
it at the right time.
You're like, fuck,
do it
man.
again.
It's like the urge, the animal urge you have inside. Like,
You gotta control.
and then when you have that urge, I heard Joe Rogan talk about it. It's like nature in a way made us fucking retarded when it comes to that. It's like you don't give a fuck about anything else, bro. I couldn't give a fuck. If I'm close to coming, there could be a fucking asteroid coming out. I'm not moving, bro. I'm finishing. You know what I mean?
I'll be honest with you, man. That's why I'm not 100%. That's why I'm not like 100% against porn and watching it.
Okay.
Because sometimes I feel like, bro, you do less damage.
Yeah.
You just do less damage, man. Like, because, I have spent a long period of my time without it. Years.
Porn, yeah.
Yeah. Like, and I felt my life was worse. Like, because I would.
Really?
Yeah, because, like, bro, once it starts hitting and you don't have another way out, I would start putting up with shit I wouldn't, put up with if I had other ways to
just
right.
not.
And then I would start going against my own judgment and putting it places I had no business putting it in. And then I would go against my 3-time rules, and then you find yourself in situations.
So you went against them many times.
Oh, you have to learn the hard way, my brother. Even I tell you this, I know you're not gonna respect it so many times until you go, man, that nigga was right. I need to stop. Because every time you go past 3 and then things start getting weird.
But that's the thing, it's like God created us in a way that when you're fucking horny, you don't give a fuck about anything else.
Yeah.
You don't give a fuck.
You have to I spent a lot of time thinking about it. I feel like it's because for us now, life is about comfort, it's about healthy mindset, it's about, but at the time, man, if you were going to live 23 years before you get mauled by a bear, the craziest guy that could get it off as often as possible, as fast as possible, that's the one that would, get his genes passed on. So
exactly.
Obviously we have to be insane about it.
Because think about it, our genetic code, are who we are as human beings. Our body doesn't care about our dreams, about our longevity. It only cares about 2 things: surviving and reproducing.
Yep.
It doesn't care with who you reproduce, how you do it, when you do it. You just have to pass down your genes because you have to secure your genes getting passed down. And that's why also the reason why so many guys have like they come quick is because before that was better. Because if you're like, okay, there's a bear coming, whatever, you have to come quick.
In the forest, like pumping.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But it's true. That's why, because it was for survival. So you had to like go quick and come quick because, okay, I go on to next thing because I cannot fucking die. But for thousands of years, we've been like that. And that's like in our genetic code. That's why your body doesn't give a fuck what you want. It just wants to fuck, and it makes you fucking dumb.
We got to change that, man. We got to find
I don't know how. If you figure out how, bro, you'll give it to me because it's going to fucking change my life, bro.
Well, I've realized, like, if you do it less, you want it less. That's one thing I've realized. Because, like, this year I've been, I'm on a sabbatical, like, from women. Like, I'm taking a
break.
I'm taking a break, and I feel it hasn't been as bad. Like, I haven't had, like, man, I feel like once you start doing it, it just doesn't stop. It just, want it more, and you want it more, and then you hook up with someone, so you want to hook up again with someone else. It's
sex and women are a lot of time and energy, man.
It's a lot of time and energy. It's
honestly, bro. It's like there's some like geniuses, Nikola Tesla. He's like a genius.
Don't get pussy, bro. Like,
never, because he's like, bro, I'm not gonna be concentrated in fulfilling everything I want to succeed. I'm not going to be concentrated. I have to do this. I have to, the light bulb, this invention, whatever. I cannot focus on women because it's going to take too much of my time and energy.
You think maybe that's why, like, short guys, they make it very far in life sometimes, like the Kevin Harts and whatnot. Because if you're 4'5'3" and you can't really get laid, you got your energy, man. You
exactly.
Focused. You're focused. You're on it.
You're focused as hell, bro. So I heard one Jamie Foxx one time say, it's like, the people who get billionaires are nerds. Because if you're at the time you're looking, you got pussy, then you don't feel like the need to be a billionaire because
you don't need to do all that.
You don't need to do all that. But if you didn't, you're like, fuck, bro, let me go to the extreme of it. Yeah. Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg. And when Jamie Foxx said about it, I was dying, bro, of laughter. But in a way, you know what I mean? Like
100%.
Because in a way, everything we do is to get laid. Subconsciously, we do it to get laid.
Yeah.
It's like that, bro.
I'll be honest with you. If you take all the women away, I've had this conversation with myself for real. Like, if you just take all the women away from the planet and it's just boys, what am I doing?
I'm not doing shit.
I ain't doing shit.
I think I'm just gonna be laying down.
Video games. For me, I'd just be playing video games until I die, man.
I think I just wander the earth.
Maybe go to the beach. Maybe.
I just wander. Walk.
You just
hey man, what's up? I just walk, bro. I don't know.
I'd be doing shit.
Bro. I'd just be doing. I'd be walking. Like pick up a rock.
Walking. Why?
Throw the rock. I don't know. Just like see shit, I guess.
Yeah.
I just wandered there. I wouldn't work. I wouldn't go to university. I wouldn't go to the gym.
Obviously not. Obviously not.
I'd just be a wanderer. Yeah. That's what I'd be, a wanderer.
I guess, and I would wander digitally.
Imagine, bro. No, women don't exist anymore. Just guys.
Wouldn't be doing shit, bro. I promise you that. I definitely wouldn't be like sending 1,200 editions. Like, I'm not.
No, bro, no. What the fuck?
What do you mean, bro? Like,
what do you mean? What do you mean?
Yeah. Sit at home, play video games. I don't even think I'd be like chatting with the boys like that. I just, because like when you think about it, if I'm on a like Discord call or like, on FaceTime with the boys, what are we talking about?
Women in sports.
Yeah. Is there going to be sports if it's no women? I don't know.
Am I doing all that running, bro?
Am I doing all that running?
Bro, like, stop the cap. Am I really am I really going to run 10 kilometers a game?
Am I really doing the drills to like...
Why?
Am I really going to play sports in high school, bro? Like, be serious, man.
Bro, you think I'm going to wake up at 6 a.m. and hit the gym? Hit the gym? Are you fucking insane?
Wake up at 6 a.m.? Why am I going to wake up at 6 a.m.?
Why am I even going to wake up? Why am I just rot in bed?
Yeah,
wander,
bro.
Drink a coffee, walk, enjoy. Maybe it would be better. Maybe
life wouldn't be so bad, actually.
Imagine just fucking, you chill.
Just chilling. But then you live, that's a long time to chill. 70 years, that's a long time to just...
Yeah, yeah. Everything's perfect. Like, how everything is made up, it's perfect, man.
Yeah, you wouldn't change anything?
Out of life?
Yeah.
Before, I would probably say immortality, but then life would just get boring.
You think? Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Life would just get boring if you were immortal. Because, like, tomorrow. Like, what's the point of life? I'm going to live for it. Like, I'm always going to live. Like, I feel like before I would have said, immortality, like, that would be fucking insane. But now I wouldn't. If I could change something, fuck, I don't know, man. What would you change?
I think I would make it a little bit more of a meritocracy, just a little bit more, because I think now,
And what it is currently?
yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's just luck. It's just luck,
Yeah.
nepotism, right place, right time.
Yeah.
None of like your effort matters really.
Yeah.
If your parents put you in at Yale, or you just do better. It's
Yeah.
it's so much of
I
it. It's
understand,
just,
yeah.
I feel I would, the American dream, a fair shot if you give it your all.
Yeah.
Now I think it's a lot of my life recently has been understanding like that's all of that shit is bullshit. The whole like hard work pays off. It's not really, like everyone that makes it far works hard, but not everyone that works hard makes it somewhere.
That's true.
I
Yeah.
think I would make it a little more of a meritocracy. Like if
So a bit more fair.
I guess fairness is human construct. It's just
Well, life is unfair, but in a way it's unfair for everyone. So that's why I feel like life is fair.
fair. Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why I feel like it's fair, because everyone says, "Oh, life is unfair." Yeah, but if it's unfair for everyone, then it's fair. So I feel like it's in certain aspects of life, some people are more lucky than others, but then in other aspects they're more
less
lucky.
lucky.
You know what I mean? So let's say
Fair.
you said, "You know what? I'm really lucky to have my family members where I could crash this and there." So in that aspect, you're very lucky. But maybe in another aspect, you're not that lucky, but someone else in that aspect where you're lucky aren't lucky, but they're lucky in the aspect where you're unlucky.
That's a lot of lucky in there. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I guess,
But you understand where it
Yeah.
went?
In a
So I
sense.
feel like there's a lot of that. So like imagine there's like this guy from Saudi Arabia and he's born as the prince of Saudi Arabia just because his dad nutted in a woman. Simple as that, right? But maybe he's fat, maybe he's dumb, maybe whatever.
He's
And
the
then another
prince.
guy who's not born as a prince, but he's born good looking, smart, everything. So then, you know what I mean? Who's luckier?
Fair. And I've been told once, if all the world's problem if everyone's problem, what was it? If everyone's problems was put in a bowl, you wouldn't put your hand in it to trade yours.
That's fair.
So it makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm happy with what I got, I guess. I could
I
have
feel
been in I don't know. I don't want to sound crazy, but there's some places in the world I wouldn't want to have been born in.
Yeah.
I'll take Canada. That's
Yeah,
pretty
Canada's a good place.
lottery
Good place.
pick. Yeah.
Maybe not. Maybe now we're in a recession, but hey, we're still, we're still in a good place.
I'll take I have a family member who has recently immigrated to Canada and
From where?
Congo.
Congo.
And she was supposed to be in school, and then I think they ran out of money, so she couldn't stay in school, so she got taken out, and then she had to find a job within a certain amount of time, or problem with the papers and whatnot. And I remember my parents really being stressed out about it, and in my naive mind, I was like, well, she just had basically a free vacation to Canada for 5 years. They're like, yo, she cannot go back, my brother. She has to stay. And I was like, what? How bad is it over there, man? And she's like my parents were telling me you don't understand. If she goes back, they're gonna marry her off to someone random. It's still like that over there. They're just
Really?
gonna marry her off to someone, and she's not gonna have a good life. And I'm like, damn,
And she's not even gonna have a say.
hell no.
Really? It's okay.
2026
Yeah.
is still like that.
No, but I know Congo, RDC, Republic Democratic of Congo. I know that over there, it's one of the poorest, if not the poorest country in the world. So I understand there being a lot of injustice. I can understand that.
It's pretty bad. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty bad.
I guess if you've never been there, you can understand how much of injustice can actually, because let's say the poorest countries I have went is probably Cuba, and then Serbia. But Serbia is still not as poor as Congo. It's still it's in Europe. It's like a second world war, world country. Yeah, second world country.
Serbia.
So in a way, I see it, but I guess I actually there's some places where it's actually way worse than Serbia or the Eastern Europe or whatever.
We got it good, man.
Actually, yeah, of course. Yeah, we can complain all we want, but I mean, Canada remains one of the richest and best countries in the world. Honestly, yeah.
Just the cold. That's the only thing.
That's actually the only thing.
Yeah.
The cold, that's why I love Miami and Florida, because I feel like it's American way of life, it's American system, American culture, but Latin American weather.
Fair. Yeah.
That's why I fucking love it. And all the women, BBLs and all that shit. I mean,
But even then, brother, you think you're not gonna get the post nut
Oh,
the-
you are. Yeah, of course you are, man. Of course you are, man.
that shit, you can't get away from it.
Never. Until you
Post-nut
die,
clarity
bro.
defeats all.
Until you die. And if for my future kids, if you're watching this, you're also going to have it until you die.
Until you
You
die.
cannot escape from it. Don't try anything. Don't try to escape from it somehow. It's impossible. We've tried. It's in us for the rest of our lives.
Post-nut clarity, my bro. The only truth there is.
Yeah. There's one question I want to ask you. What's the weirdest thing that happened to you in an audition? Not audition, but being on set. What's the weirdest thing that happened to you?
Well, for auditions, I remember one time. Sometimes like they have you audition with kids,
Okay.
and kids, you know, they're kids, so sometimes they don't really
How we filter?
or they don't cooperate. I'll say.
Okay,
They don't really
okay.
cooperate. They don't understand what's going on. They
Yeah.
don't. So sometimes, like, you know, you'll be on there with the kid, and so it's like you're there. The parent is there with the kid, and then there's like 3 people sitting at a desk looking at you, and they're like, "Okay, do the thing," right? So you've never met the kid before, and you have to. So you're in this high pressure environment where you have to like perform, and the kid is just fucking lost, man. And so you're just kind of sitting there, and like you can't quit because you can't just go, well, he doesn't want to do it, I'm done. Like you're let's say like the kid has an action he has to be doing, so you're just looking at the kid and you're trying to like, okay, like he's just not doing it, and you have the 3 casting directors just looking at you, man, for like 15 seconds, like, or like a straight minute, and you're just looking at them like, you're gonna say cut, or you're gonna like, am I just gonna sit here and I hate it.
Yeah.
It's so awkward, and it happens not too many times, but more often than you think, where you just I don't like a lot of the in-person auditions. I think it's like it's so weird, and
What makes it weird?
well, you're being judged, right? You have 3 people.
Yeah.
They're gonna say hi to you. They don't really care. They've seen 500 people today, so they don't really care what you got going on, and like you've got thousands and thousands of dollars, you know, all on this little moment, and they're not like a lot. Sometimes they will, but a lot of times they're not really going to be cooperating with you. It is maximum level awkwardness. It's so awkward.
Really,
So
huh?
yeah, because they're just here looking at it, and then let's say you have to like pick the kid up and cheer and sing happy birthday and throw him in the air and laugh, ha ha ha,
that's-
and then
yeah,
cut,
yeah.
and then you're just looking at them and they're just like, okay, thank you. It's weird. It's just weird.
Yeah, I imagine. Yeah, it's like we arrive right now. It's all normal, formal. Okay, action. You take a kid. You have to be like fucking joyful. Okay, cut. That's it.
Cut.
Okay.
You can go.
Yeah, I understand how it can
not
be
necessarily
weird.
in a good mood. They've been here longer than they've wanted to. You don't
Yeah.
really want to be there. It's weird, and a lot of times.
But you have to do it.
Well, I question that sometimes because with the self tapes, a lot of times they'll do a self tape. Okay, drink your Red Bull. So you go, you pick it up, you drink your Red Bull, you send them the video, right? Oh, they kind of like you. They want to see you in person drinking the Red Bull in Toronto. Why? Why?
FaceTime me, bro.
FaceTime me, man. Why
What's
are we,
this?
you know? And so I'm known in the industry for that. Like just FaceTime me, man. Like I'm not gonna drive to Montreal to Toronto. I did it for a minute, but now it's like, why are we doing this?
Let's be just like proactive
You know?
and logical.
Oh, like it's and the casting directors, it's like everyone's deferring blame. So like your agent is gonna be like, well, the casting directors wants to see you, and then the casting director is gonna be like, well, the client wants to see you. So it's like everyone's just like we're doing it for them. We're doing it for them.
Yeah.
Brother. But it's new. I get it. It's
Yeah.
new, but I do not understand it, man, because
Yeah.
it doesn't make sense. And sometimes it'd be things like walking, drinking from a bottle. Why you need me to be there in person? I just did it. I sent you a video, man.
Yeah.
Book me or don't. Book
Okay, so
me.
they literally want to see you just
do the
drink
same
your Red Bull.
thing you've done in
That's
the
it.
video.
Oh, that's crazy.
It takes 3 seconds.
Nah, that's crazy.
right. I'm in a different city. It's fucked up. But if you're in Toronto, maybe it's not as bad. But even then, I don't know.
Even then, bro, if someone tells me, you have to go to the neighbor's house, show him how you drink water, I'm gonna be like, listen.
I've got some shit to do, man.
Listen, broski, don't bust my fucking balls.
Don't bust my fucking balls.
FaceTime me right now. I'll show you how I drink my fucking Red Bull. Say yes, say no, move on.
Call it a day.
You know what I mean?
And that's what I've been doing these days. And I'm hoping to be able to change the industry one audition at a time. Because I think the last 15 ones I've said just FaceTime me. And they do it most of the time.
Because I would understand you, let's say, sending a tape where you're doing something and they're like, okay, let's see you in person because now we want to see more out of you, do more things.
Yeah.
That I would understand and I would respect.
Yeah.
But to see me literally do the same thing and something as simple as drinking out of my Red Bull can, just because out of some logic in your mind, out of some thought process you had while you were probably high or drunk at a weird Hollywood party and you want to see me live do it.
In person.
Hell no.
I don't know if it's some sort of power play or I don't know what the hell is going on, but sometimes it'll be like walking, like yawning, like
really
dumb
Jesus,
shit.
man.
You know, sitting at a I had one, it was sitting on a chair and looking out a fake window. I went back and I did it in person.
Yeah.
Bro, whatever. You got me you got me heated up here, man. Like
but what was the weirdest thing that happened? Not in an audition, but on set.
On set.
Like you got a job, that's all the people that are gonna be there. You start mingling, whatever, and something really fucking weird happens. You gotta have something, man. Feed me, bro.
I'm thinking. Because aside from like obviously the people are interesting there. So aside from the weird, like I've had some pretty strong, like, advances from people like to I don't know how to explain it. Like sexual advances from people just trying to come up to you and like see if they can have some sort of power on you and like it come off very strongly. But like weird things, I feel like when you're on set, it's chaotic, but it's very weirdly orderly at the same time. There's a lot of people walking everywhere. You don't talk to most of the people, you know, but it's mostly the same thing every time. I don't think I have seen like the craziest stuff happening. It is a lot of politics, I'll say. So it is a lot of, it's a group project. It's a passion group project. People have to be getting along. When people don't get along, it gets weird very fast. But as actors, we're very protected from a lot of that. So you can be on set sometimes, and then the director says something, and then the client is like, we don't want that. And then the producer says something else, and then the cameraman goes, well, that's impossible. And then they start, so you're just sitting there for like 45 minutes. And then if it gets too weird, they'll just grab you, put you in a different room, and you just wait for 3 hours, right?
If it gets really weird.
Yeah, like if it just doesn't move forward and they just start like bickering at each other and they can't.
They start like shouting, no, fucking do this.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
Really?
Well, yeah, it gets ugly.
Really?
But
Really?
rarely.
Yeah.
But I've seen, it's a lot of passionate people, so it gets heated at times. But for the most part, man, there is a lot of weird stuff in the industry.
Yeah, bro, fuck.
I've
we
had
all
people
heard about
try
it,
to I've had people try to take advantage of the situation I was in at times. But for the most part, I feel like I've been treated pretty pretty nicely.
Yeah.
I think what's really weird to me, but it's I guess it's art, but fashion shows have always been interesting to me because like have you ever been to a
fashion show? No. Like when people walk?
Yeah.
I've seen it in videos, but I've never been.
Like backstage is interesting because people, they all change in the open. Everyone.
Okay.
So it's like it's
to what extent?
All of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
To me, that's always been like, like I find it such an interesting because it's almost like the models they see their body as art, and everyone's dressed, so nobody's really thinking about it. But it's literally like it could look like a big orgy, but it's like just people changing.
Yeah,
it's funny at times to me. But
the first time it happened must have been like,
confusing, very confusing. Yeah,
I think I'm just gonna look down here. Oh, well, what's that down there? Is that I think my shoes are untied.
That's crazy. Yeah, and it's mostly girls, so it's very like you gotta. I think if you find yourself in that situation with the wrong mindset, you're gonna get distracted.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
It's interesting, but
is there a lot of egos?
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course, man. Of course. I think for the girls, maybe not as much. I felt for the guy, the male models, the male actors, it's very hit or miss why they're going to be there. Some guys are going to be there for the craft. Some guys are there for the girls, right? They are
Okay,
there
yeah.
primarily because it's a female dominated environment, and if you want to meet girls, be a model. You know, they're going to be everywhere. So
Yeah.
I feel you got some sociopath on there, man. Some
Really, huh?
yeah, some guys running around tearing it up, man. Just
Jesus, man.
And what's crazy to me is like you can't really get fired from that industry. So let's say you get on set for X brand and such and such happens and it's a big scandal. If you were at work, you would have been fired. You're fired right there and there. But you'll be fired from the set, but you could just book another gig. So it doesn't necessarily, they don't talk to each other. So you could go, and I think that's why like people like Weinstein or whatever, they can go a long time just doing fuck shit
without getting caught.
Yeah, without getting caught. It's especially I'm seeing it as it's happening right now. Some people, they're doing some shit that I'm like, it's just a matter of time.
Really, huh?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of what's his name? The guy who fucking won a Oscar. Like Kevin Spacey. Like he did a lot of weird shit.
Yes, a lot of
Harvey Weinstein did a lot of
Absolutely.
fucking weird shit. A lot of people did a lot of weird shit, especially when it comes between artists and actors, man. I've heard a lot of fucked up stories, man.
And I'll say, I can't name names, but there's one that passed, and he never got caught. And that's, to me,
American, Canadian. Like,
I don't even want to say because people
really?
can, yeah.
Do you know him personally?
Yeah, he got caught. He never got caught, and he passed. Rest in peace. But to me,
was it fucked up?
Yeah,
really?
Yeah. But it's done. Now it's done. He's just never gonna no karma. I guess.
I mean, like people, like you saw it, so I suppose others saw it. Like also,
Absolutely.
right?
Yeah.
But no one wants to do anything because maybe he's in a position of power, so they're like,
He was.
yeah. And like everyone's like, well, I just want to get my career advanced, so I don't really. Yeah. Okay, I understand.
And then you think, oh, like that's like Harvey. That's just a matter of time. And then the guy just passed. Nothing ever happened.
You know what they say? Sometimes the worst things happen not because ugly people exist, but because good people just don't do anything about it.
Yeah, but fuck, man, what am I supposed to do, brother? I get it.
You know what I mean?
What do you want me to do? This industry is so, a lot of industries are very like there's a clear pyramid.
Yeah.
This person does that to me. I go to HR. HR fixes the problem. Maybe he gets fired. I go to his boss. In the entertainment industry, it's not as black and white. It's like so fragmented and there isn't one big umbrella covering everything. So you could go to the union and complain about it to the union, but to me that's a very scary thing to do. I guess I wasn't ready at the time to
of course.
do that.
Yeah, that's gotta be something, man.
Yeah.
Honestly, man, fucked up industry, huh? But at the same time, I mean, it is what it is, right? When you get a lot of artists together of high ambitions, big egos, high stress, high this, high that, then I guess fucked up shit are going to happen. It's like the opposite of the government, right? Working in the government, no one can say anything to you.
You say that, but I've heard.
You know what I mean? Yeah, fucked up shit.
A lot of drama in there.
Yeah, I also heard a lot of fucked up shit. But I mean, in general, I suppose that's an environment where the least fucked up shit happen.
I guess. Yeah.
I guess logically I would say that. But I heard like stories of Christmas parties where like one person is married to another, but he still has sex with that other person, like fucked up shit like that.
Even at my old work, man, the Christmas parties are spicy.
Something, yeah.
Yeah. I think it's I don't know. People, I don't know. The faithfulness is not a thing of our generation anymore, I feel. It's just what people do now.
Yeah.
I have a hard time believing anybody when it comes to like being 100% faithful.
100%?
Yeah.
Fuck, I don't know. I feel like if you truly love the person 100% and you've had as a man, and you've had your fun in the past, I feel like that's the best situation to be faithful.
Yeah.
That's why I feel like, because I feel like if you're a guy and you found this love of you love her 100%, but you didn't have your fun in the past, I feel like even then there's high chances of it not being 100% faithful. Because you didn't have your fun in the past. I feel like ideal situation for a guy to be faithful is he had his fun in the past and then he found a perfect girl for him. Perfect. I mean, no one is perfect. No situation is perfect. But his soulmate, that's the best chances. I mean, even then, it's not 100% sure, but those are the best chances of the guy staying faithful.
Yeah, and then the girl.
I don't know for the girl, man. Fuck.
I don't
Yeah, I'm not a girl, so I cannot really
I don't
go
believe
into that
him.
mentality.
I do not believe them. None of them.
None of them. Future, and you're in your future phase.
Yeah, I think I've seen too many at this point. I think
Yeah.
I've seen too many. I've just seen too much. Seen too much. Heard too much. Done too much. Too much has been done to me or with me. And I feel, one thing I'll say though, like, anytime I find myself in a situation like where I see a woman being unfaithful, I do feel like most of the time, like the guy the guy she was with had an out. A lot of times, I can see that the girl, she's complaining about things that, well, I've told him this 15 times. He doesn't want to listen to me, so fuck it, I'm cheating. I've seen a lot of that.
Yeah.
Right? So if he had just, maybe, I guess, done
Yeah,
it
that's
right,
crazy. Yeah.
maybe. But man, it's nasty out there, brother. It's
Yeah.
nasty.
From everything you saw, what would you say is the biggest red flag in a woman?
I think just, what's the term? Like, misogyny is not liking women. What's the term for misandry? Is it misandry?
Oh, not liking guys?
Yeah.
Oh, I have no fucking clue. Yeah.
I think
I think I never heard of that word even before.
yeah, there's the male equivalent of that term, I think, to me, is a pretty big red flag, because I think it's just a matter of time you find yourself in that same category. Like, a lot of times you're going to meet those girls and it's like, I hate men, but I like you. That's just temporary.
Yeah.
1-2 fights away from being grouped with the others. Because if the trust isn't there with the whole gender as a whole, like, it's just a matter of time you find yourself in that category with them. So I think, to me, that's one of the main thing I've learned to look for. It has to be someone that has some kind of faith in my gender.
Yeah.
Or it's just not going to last. The other thing too is I've started to look at their parents' relationships a lot.
Oh, okay.
So
you've matured, man. Goddamn, huh?
you
That's still,
got
yeah.
to, man. You got to, man. I got hit
Jesus,
the wrong
man.
way, my brother. I got hit the
Broski,
wrong
man.
way. I had to sit with myself for a minute after the last one, man. But yeah, I think a lot of what I understand has come from, I was around a lot of long-term relationships. And I noticed that people that haven't, there's a lot of things that they just don't get. They don't understand, right? So you come into a relationship with that person, that person has to go through the steps of understanding all of that. It's complicated. Like me and you against the problem thing.
Yeah.
I think a lot of, especially girls, and men too, definitely, both of them actually, like, I think it's hard to conceptualize when you're in the moment.
Yeah.
Something triggers you, you tell the other person, and the other person is like either defending themselves or attacking you back, instead of just like, how can we fix the problem, right?
Yeah.
The second you find yourself within that type of conversation, you have to understand it's gone, it's lost. This is not going to go anywhere, right?
Yeah.
You say to someone like, this happened and I feel this is, you're supposed to enter some kind of like negotiation talk with the other person. How do we both feel okay with moving forward with the situation, right?
Yeah.
As soon as the other person, no, but it's because it's done. It's done.
Okay,
You're not going to go anywhere. It's not going to work. They
Yeah.
have not approached the problem the right way. It's done.
But it's harder when you're in the situation and it's you. Like, seeing it from outside is different. Like, you see your friend with his girlfriend, you're like, well, the solution is so simple because you're outside and you're unbiased. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when you're in it, you're gonna be biased, emotions, and when high emotions play into it,
It's hard.
being logical and being rational is really hard, man.
It's hard.
Yeah.
But people do it, right? I've seen it. I see it on a daily. My parents are still together. I don't know how many years, decades.
Yeah, same here.
Right.
Yeah, my parents,
There you
same.
go.
Yeah.
They do it.
Yeah.
So it's possible. But I think if you haven't seen it, it's hard for people to understand and conceptualize. And also I think for both gender, their relationship with their parents of the opposite gender is a very important factor too.
Exactly. Yeah. I was going to say that one of the big red flags I have is if she like hates her dad or she has a really bad relationship with her dad.
It's
That's
just
a
matter
big
of
red
time.
flag. Yeah,
it's
of course.
one wrong fight, you find yourself in that same category. It's subconscious.
Yeah,
It's textbook. It always ends the same way,
yeah.
right?
There's a reason that stereotype exists is because it's happened so many times.
Ages, yeah.
Yo, ever since humans exist, and so many cases where they're like, yo, this stereotype exists for a fucking reason. You know what I mean?
I think there has to be an like inherent trust within something bigger than you as a person. As a man, it has to be some trust. As a partner, it has to be some trust. You know, it's if let's say her parents have like been like cheating on each other the whole time, like this is not good for you. It's not looking good.
Of course,
you know?
yeah.
It's stuff like that. I start to look at it, and it's weird to say because it's almost like I'm judging people before I even meet them.
Yeah.
But God, you got to protect yourself, man.
Of course. No, I feel like, at the end of the day, it's all about meeting that person and truly getting to know who that person is as a person, who she is individually or he. That's the most important. But altogether, to in a way save time, you have to trim out.
How long was
you know
it
what I
gonna
mean?
take? How long is it going to take to get to know someone?
You know what I mean? So of course, some things you know about her that are maybe surface level, of course, is going to affect you somehow because
Right.
okay, well, if she's like this, if she did this in the past, then there's more chance of her being like that. So, but that's not what I want. So I'm not going to waste time. In a way, that's what life is.
And let me tell you the danger with what you just said, right? At the end of the day, you just got to get to know the person. Well, that takes time to get to know someone.
Yeah,
a lot
truly,
of time,
truly get to know her.
I have this friend of mine. She started seeing this guy, and as she calls me, I'm just unlicensed therapist for a lot of these people. She calls me and she just gives me all those potential red flags. She says potential, for me it's just red flags, but that the guy has, right?
Yeah.
Red flag 1, red flag 2, red flag 3, and I'm just sitting there okay, why are you still here, right? If you've got all those, a red flag is a sign to
Get the
leave.
fuck out
It's
of
not
there.
an orange or a yellow flag. It's red, but a lot of times people go, well, I want to get to know that person. I want to, maybe once I learn to blah, blah, blah. But the problem with this is I feel people don't realize that you become vulnerable once you're attached. You have your logic mindset early in the relationship. Once you're 3 to 5, 6 months in of cuddling and sex and make out, it's done. You can't think anymore at the point. It's you're fucked, man. The red flags are just,
they're orange now.
They're orange, So I think it's important to make a decision rather fast. You can't give yourself 6 months to investigate red flags because you have to protect the future you that is emotionally entangled and attached.
Yeah, I feel like it's really a mix of both because there's many cases where the girl's like, you know what? Jamie Vardy, the soccer player, he explained how he met his wife, and his wife said, in the beginning, I didn't want to know nothing about him. I thought he was a drunk, a party boy, this. But then I got to know him, and I fell in love with him. So I feel like there's both.
I guess, man.
There has to be you just have to live life, man. At this point, when it comes to those things, man, you just have to choose. You have to the most important is you have to make a decision, you live with it, and you move on.
Yeah, you have to live life, but it's some breakups, man. That shit almost kills you, right? So that's my problem. I feel I had this mindset before until the last one.
Yeah.
That last one made me understand one crucial thing is that some breakups are going to put you so far down. You have to kind of protect yourself against it because if you ask me the only thing aside from health or losing an arm or whatever, aside from health, the only thing that could stop me in my career is something like that.
Really? Okay,
right? Yeah, a big emotional hit that is a woman.
Yeah.
Right? So I realized I have to treat it as the threat that it could be.
And realize the potential of the threat that it can be.
It could be very good, but it kills people, man.
Yeah, of course.
Some people never come back from
how many people kill someone because of love? It's crazy, of course.
Yeah,
but it's crazy.
And I feel like I've walked around naively because I've dated a lot in my life.
Yeah.
And I've dated things I was not supposed to be dating. But I've always kind of have been lucky with it and I found good women and a lot of I'd say I don't really regret. Yeah, some people they go about their old relationships and they're this. I don't really have bad things to say necessarily about my exes. I've been lucky.
Yeah.
Because I know some people are generally not as well intentioned.
Yeah.
But still I have to protect things, what can happen, how it can affect me and my career, how much of my peace, like it's some things that it takes years for some people to come back from.
Yeah, of course.
Gotta be careful.
Yeah, you got it.
Gotta
Man.
be careful.
What about green flags? What are your biggest green flags in a woman?
In a woman specifically?
Yeah. Wait. Before we get into that, so you said there are some red flags that are like you'll get immediately out of there. What's a non-negotiable get the fuck out of there red flag? One. Name me one that's like a non-negotiable. I don't give a fuck what she might look like, whatever. This is a non-negotiable red flag.
Damn. Hold up. Let me think.
But you see that, you don't care about the rest. You don't care what the future might look like. That's an immediate non-negotiable red flag.
Violence.
Okay. Physical, yeah.
Yeah. I think physical violence for me is it's especially as a black man, I can't be around that. Because that's my own safety now, right? Because if we're in the house, you start getting violent, I can't defend myself or I go to jail.
Yeah, there's more chance the cop pulls up and you're with a white woman. It's like, yeah, get this black man in jail. Yeah,
it doesn't matter what happened, man.
Yeah.
One-way ticket. I'm okay. So I would probably say violence. Cheating is also like 95% done deal. But again, for women, I feel there are some situations where it's I can understand it in a sense, like I maybe I don't write it off all the time, but most of the time.
Yeah.
Those are the two.
Like, get the fuck out of there immediately. Red flag.
Yeah. Violence is crazy.
Yeah. What about green flags? Biggest green flags in a woman?
I like to look at her relationship with her friends.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm very wary of women that don't have female friends. If you don't have female friends.
I agree.
And if you only have male friends.
Oh, hell no. Only male friends? No.
I don't like that.
Get the fuck out of there, bro.
I do not like that.
No.
And yeah, if some of them, they have friends, but they change friend groups every 2 years, every year, every 6 months.
Okay,
fight here, fight all the time. That's
drama.
Also drama, because that's you're going to see the same thing in the relationship, right?
Because if you're the one always changing friend groups, well, then maybe you're the problem, not the friend group.
Yeah.
Know what I mean? If you're the one always changing and those friend groups always remaining, right?
Yeah.
Know what I mean?
So I definitely look at that. People talk about education and all that. I like a smart woman.
Of course, that's attractive.
But
intelligence, yeah.
I don't necessarily think it has to do with education. So it doesn't really matter to me too much. Yeah, and I tend to look at her dating history. Because there are some men that I see in the world that when the girl is attracted by that specific type of man, for me it's a red flag. It's like there are things I feel she doesn't understand about the world, or like, maybe she doesn't view herself the right way.
Yeah. If she's attracted to one type of guy or
certain types of guy.
Like who would you say?
Like drug dealers.
Okay, well, yeah,
like
of course.
scammers.
Yeah, of course.
Guys that are clearly like narcissistic psychopath. Like, I feel when they've been in a relationship with a guy like that for a long time, you come in after, you're getting fucked, man. You're getting fucked.
Yeah, that's like the worst position to be in.
I like to look at my girl's ex and see just a plain normal guy, man. That maybe it didn't work, but
he was a good guy. He went to school, got a job. He went to the gym. He wasn't a criminal or fucking drug dealer.
Not something I'm gonna take the rebound from. Like,
of course.
Fucked her up. Now she's gonna
fuck me up. Yeah, hell nah, bro. What you mean?
So I look at that.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. How long we've been rolling, Matt?
Oh shit.
En couple? It's been good.
Oh, it's up to you, man.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, we'll cut it here. Again, thanks for coming on my podcast, bro.
Of course, my brother.
I appreciate it. Like I said, if you want to do clips, bro, clip the fuck out of it. Yeah, I gotta get more. Like, I've been doing a lot of clips recently. There was a moment I've been doing a lot of fucking clips. Then I just burnt out on clips. I didn't stop doing episodes because episodes I could always do episodes, but I burnt out a bit on clips. So like, okay, let me take like 1 week, 2 weeks off with no clips.
That turns into 3 months.
And then I was like, okay, now let me get slowly back into it. 1 clip a day, 2 clips a day. But yeah, clips, man, they're so fucking important.
Get on the clips, man. Yeah. I saw this guy who works for a brand that does. He works for an agency that does brand deals with streamers.
Yeah.
And he had this whole presentation on how like it's just the clip economy that we're in.
Of course, yeah, of course.
Simply put,
of course, yeah.
You gotta find a way to like
clip the shit out of everything.
Flood it, yeah.
Sometimes I watch clips of those streamers, and it's a clip about literally just nothing. It's like a clip of like, what did I just watch? Like it's just him picking up a Red Bull. Oh my god, it's got 5 calories, and it's just like what? And that's a clip. I'm like what?
Views. Yeah.
And I'm like what? What the fuck did I just watch? Like,
brother, you know there's a Discord server with. Like that's made for clippers, and it's all like Indians and like people.
Yeah, they
like,
just clip it. I think they just clip anything. Like clip.
It's campaigns. So basically, like let's say you're like clavicular or whatever. Like, because I know he's been doing that a lot. So it's like you go into that Discord, you talk to the mods, and you go like, I want a campaign. I have $50,000, and I'm gonna once the $50,000 budget has been reached by views, I'm gonna pay everyone by the amount of views they have on their account on me. So then everyone makes clips account of clavicular, and then they start posting. And then once the payout threshold has been reached, they all get paid.
Depending on how well you perform.
How many views they got, each of them.
Oh, so it's basically like clavicular saying, I'm using him because he's a streamer, saying, okay, listen, I'm going to go out in the real world, do a lot of streams, whatever, yada, yada, yada. You guys all have to clip it all, and the one who performs best, you'll get compensated.
No, everyone gets paid.
Yeah, but based on how well you performed.
Yeah.
Once the payout, that's actually smart.
Yeah.
That's actually smart.
Because then they all go and do it. They all go and...
So they all do it, but plus, you know that, okay, if I do better clips, I'm going to get more money. So it's a win-win situation.
Win-win. And you know the way those short things work? When you
YouTube shorts?
Yeah, the shorts, the TikToks, the Instagram Reels. When a hashtag comes out a lot, the algorithm sees it as viral. So then it gets pushed a lot more.
That's why they hashtag their own names.
And then it gets more and more viral.
So I got hashtag Andrew Delish podcast.
Every time. I don't know if you have the volume for it.
Yeah,
maybe you need to like have hundreds of clippers do it.
Yeah.
But if you have hundreds of clippers do it, it makes this effect where even the shit clip where they're just drinking Pepsi, it still gets 50,000 views just because the hashtag is viral.
But that's where I feel like, okay, I understand that working right now, but at the same time, I don't care how many clips I see of clavicular. I'm not going to follow him.
Yeah.
You know why? Because I don't give a fuck about his content, what he has to say, what he's doing. I don't give a fuck. I may find it entertaining. I'm not going to follow him. Joe Rogan, I don't know if he has a clipper. I think his producer, Jamie, does everything. I want to follow him because the value he brings me, I fucking love it. And I want to follow him. I want to follow him and see what he has to say, who he brings on. So I feel like it's a mix of both. Of course, that matters a lot. But at the same time, I'm not going to follow clavicular just because I see him a lot. I'm maybe going to be like, yo, how the fuck did I stop seeing this guy? Because it's all stupid fucking content. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's because you're too old, brother. You're past that age.
Yeah, bro, fuck. Sometimes I see TikToks clips of these streamers and I'm like, who watches this? Young people.
Yeah.
Young people.
We're unks, man.
Yeah. Like even Kai Cenat, I used to see a lot of him, but I never followed him because I don't really want to follow him. But let's say Andrew Huberman, because when I watch his clips, I'm like, I find value in it, so I'm gonna follow it.
Yeah, but if you follow Andrew Huberman or Joe Rogan, you're following a podcast.
Yeah.
At your age, at my age, that's what we do. We were watching podcasts when we have times. We can't be sitting there watching a fucking stream for 6 hours. Man,
I'm not gonna watch. I'm sorry. Like, all respect to this like new wave of streaming. They found a way to make a lot of money and everything. But me personally, I'm not watching a video of a guy sitting in his bedroom eating cereal and then reacting to clips of, I don't know, I'm not fucking doing that. I'm sorry. What the entertainment on social media I love is either fitness. I love fitness. And sometimes I can learn something. Oh, you know, if you train this, it hits that muscle. I like that. And I love podcasts because you get information, especially when they bring good guests. Like I love Huberman a lot because he teaches me stuff. I'm like, holy fucking shit. It's really fucking entertaining. Like the part of your brain when you do something you don't feel like doing, but you do it and then your will to survive grows. It's like, holy shit. Like it's really cool. So I follow him because I find value in it. Or Joe Rogan, who brings Elon Musk, and then he says something, you're like, holy shit, so aliens might exist, whatever. Like, I find value in it. So that's what I personally follow and love.
Yeah, food for thoughts. That's, I think that's good to want to know more about life, and these guys, they're gonna grow out of it.
Yeah, exactly. That was it for this episode, guys. Peace out.